Welcome everyone. We are back in the terrifying, titillating terror known as the Tontine. In today's episodes, our nefarious ne'er-do-wells have returned from 2 weeks of sunny adventure within a giant mountain kingdom, so they probably have not seen the sun at all. They are convening for breakfast in their place known only as the Lair. I imagine they could give it some kind of egregious code name later, which I will unfortunately have to accept. Yes.
Oh no.
So, what we have before us is you have all received your little communications. They are in the journal section of Foundry. Have you all had the opportunity to give them a read through?
Somewhat.
Read what?
Okay then, so I guess that's a no. So hold on a second.
I've read mine.
Let me pause the recording really quick. Alright, the recording is back on. Eiffel has been caught up to snuff. So at present, I suppose we will allow Eiffel to digest the chicanery they got up to because theirs was the dumbest. Orla and Myro, which of you wishes to go first and regale as to how the past 2 weeks of research has gone?
Go for it.
Okay. Oh Lord, what's his voice? No, I don't remember. Was it deep in British or just deep?
I think it was deep and British.
Okay.
Two genders, deep.
Right. So, I tried to get into Professor Itzkotel's room. Didn't work that well. But they did say that, they'd let us ask any questions that we have of him, so he's fairly open. Yes, I know, I failed at sneaking up.
No, I just realized you've had acting classes because you project your words and you do this visual cater to give us clue to your words as you're processing them like before a stage.
Fair enough.
Also net 20 in his perception check.
And then, let's see. Any other... I wouldn't say anything about that. So, that's really all I've learned, at least, about pertinent things. Unless you want to hear other things.
All right. My thing was some shit. So
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if your thing wasn't some shit, but it's been exciting. I don't even know how it's concluded yet.
Well, I just did digging with some of the mercenaries and try to get an idea of what we're walking into in Marzak.
That is...
Question for the DM. If they call themselves an empire, who is the emperor?
They're ruled by a council.
Okay.
Which government? This government?
The Marzak government's ruled by a council.
Place we're going to go.
It's like the Jedi Council.
So it's like a small oligarchy?
Yeah, it's an oligarchical empire.
Okay.
No!
How are they
Don't
with...
betray me to
Did I
believe
discover how they are with foreigners?
They're pretty accommodating. You won't get too much grief, although they might get a little upset if you try to stir some nonsense.
Okay. And what's our... Do we have a clue as to why the next problem is there?
Nope.
No, not yet. You're actually going to get it after you all kind of discuss your scenes.
Oh, okay. I also got some my own information, but it wasn't very useful at the moment.
Kira extended their invitation to who?
That was to you. You inculcated yourself with the person that you bumped into, and they extended an invitation for you to come visit them.
Okay, well, I'm going to say it very politely. I committed some light treason.
Oh.
In the form of stalking my consularies. I found that where they like to go, and I received an invitation because they thought I was entertaining. Is that accurate?
Basically, yeah.
They found me and my hijinks entertaining. I intend to use this invitation to find dirt on them, to leverage for entirely myopic means. I have very little vision with this plan.
Who are these people to you?
They're a consulate. I just figured that I would know how to... It could have been any consulate, really. I was just curious about the state of the geopolitical world. And so I wanted to get documents that were, like, classified, that were like, hey, is shit going down? But instead of getting those documents, I instead committed light treason and got invited to a party.
Okay.
You have incredible luck. No, that's good.
Otherwise, I got turned down from the Rich People's Club because I am smelly and homeless.
I'm a super nerd.
Well,
I practice them
we
all
have
the time.
to change that.
Actually.
What if I like one of those things?
The filth is
I don't care about the
supernatural
homeless
and
thing, but you
divine,
can't be
not
filthy all the
directly.
time. Not if we're going to protect this great world-ending secret.
That is fair. Let me just... And he prestidigitates you. You are now clean.
Does the filth return almost by
It
divine-
starts to seep just because there's a lot of stuff that I'm
Are
carrying.
you just Pigpen?
I have a lot of stuff on
It's
me
just like
in
a
pockets.
moving dust around his feet all
Yeah,
the
yes.
time.
It's
This
a
is-
divine aura.
This is the first time that spell hasn't completely cleaned something.
This is terrifying.
Maybe we can pay someone to do it. I'm not touching that.
That is fair. No, thank you.
Oh, we can have a quick little character moment, and I know this is going to go hopelessly sideways. You can describe what you are eating for breakfast.
Bacon.
Bacon. All right.
All the bacon and eggs you have.
But sir, that's a party pattern. I know what I'm about, son.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
I did that nasty thing where people take tobacco ash and a raw egg and mix it with vodka.
oh god, that is a powerful, high-functioning culinary tactic. It's like a large bowl of vodka just full of eggs and tobacco ash. And you just like start.
It's like a shot trick. It's not a bowl of it, but I guess if I wanted to say hell yeah on this day, sure.
All right, now Myra, what are you eating? This is so terrifying.
I'm trying to remember. Fruits, nuts, yada yada. Lots of fruits. So he's eating like a wild game meal, like a rabbit or something that he caught and killed himself, and with just like a lot of fruit.
Can I change my breakfast now?
Yeah.
I start to have like my like fuck my entire brain drink thing. I prepare. I see you. I'm like, okay, no. I just get 6 donuts. And I eat them slowly in front of you.
All right.
What?
For some strange reason, there is a small box of donuts on a nearby shelf.
What?
It is a university, so it's kind of customary. Now,
Must be exam week.
always exam week. Always.
That should die.
Our teachers fucking did that.
That should die.
That's horrifying. So,
Okay, what?
At the end of the year, during exam week, every instrument had to perform a piece in front of like a panel, and everybody's always stressed out about it. So all of the the band department buys a bunch of Krispy Kreme donuts
There,
and just puts them in boxes around the
Oh.
building.
My
Wow.
spell slot was still down, so I had
That's
to
cool.
rest.
what we have here is you are engaging in your breakfast in your secret lair when you hear a knock on the door to the entrance of, I guess, whatever you would call this subterranean kitchen. What do you say?
They don't say anything. They just knock.
There's not.
I just open the door. I'm not fucking around with it. I open the door.
It's
They know we're here.
Yes,
That's
Yeah.
fair.
it's Professor Eatscoddle. He's carrying.
I close the door just slightly when I see it's Professor Eatscoddle. And I like think, okay, don't fuck it up, don't fuck it up. Okay, Professor Eatscock.
Oh God! He grimaces, rubs his temple.
For clarity, this is the 5th, right?
Huh?
This is the 5th.
The fifth.
Yes.
Yeah, it's the fifth. He has in his hand what seems to be 3 small wooden boxes
Cuddle.
and some robes, which he then proceeds to plop on the table in front of you. And then he kind of puts his hand on your back, like you're escorting, like, somebody with a very crippling disability back to their seat, and he sits you down. And, and he casts prestidigitation on you, but nothing changes, and he goes, huh?
Yeah, no, I just tried that.
And listen, it vanishes. It just slowly reseeps.
Yeah, been tried, doesn't work.
It's the soul that's dirty. Okay, so, greetings, gentlemen. Now, I believe you may be wondering how you are going to get around the world with a lot of discretion. What I have here for...
Is it money?
Yes, you will be issued a small stipend. However, your main source of being able to go around unseen or seen in whatever manner you see fit is you will be given foolproof identities as professors here at the University of Worms. I have here your scholarly robes and your assignments. You can now pick what you want to technically be the professor of. You don't have to actually attend classes or teach anything, but if asked or prompted, this is what you will say, and it will magically generate backstory and whatnot to help.
It's psychic paper.
It's like psychic paper.
Okay.
So say, for example, you're like the professor of, I don't know, music, and you're like, oh, I'm here for a recital or something, then
Okay.
in your bag will suddenly appear all the notes and musical notation and everything you need, and even like little fancy placards to invite people to an event that doesn't exist.
I'm debating between boxing and like culinary. Start walking around like a female Gordon Ramsay,
Okay.
being
So you
angry at everything.
So you want to be a professor
Culinary.
of culinary arts?
Yeah.
All right, I like that. All right, how about you, Myra?
But strange. Sorry, Myra.
No, go ahead.
Is it weird to eat monsters in the society?
Not to the Korean. They eat like slugs and weird subterranean creatures quite frequently.
Is troll sausage a thing?
Yeah. I'll say yes.
Is it frowned upon?
It is not frowned upon.
Okay.
As long as you don't use too much sage.
All right. That's gonna be. She wants that to be her specialty.
Troll sausage.
The
Okay.
use of the artistic use of troll sausage.
Okay, then your breakthroughs in troll sausage making have been spoken of greatly within the halls of Dogma. Alright, now Myra, how about you?
What kind of university is this?
It's an all-around kind of. It's the Harvard for the Korean, so it kind of covers everything. There's even a military college that's attached to it.
Okay.
So you could be a professor in long-distance tactics or artillery or archery or something if you wanted.
Actually, he wants to be a professor of strike teaming.
Strike teams. Okay, then. Small unit tactics.
Yep.
Okay,
Small
I
unit
like that.
tactics.
I know, I feel I'm terrified. What do you want to
Poli science, representative government.
Representative
Yes.
government?
Oh, God.
Okay, then perfect.
Its
I like
means
God.
uses and dissemination of executive control into the general politics.
You're like, wow, he just stares at you, that was strangely astute.
How?
Eiffel.
What?
How did you manage that?
I thought
That was impressive.
This is the only way.
I feel like I know everything. I don't understand the question.
You're actually pretty smart. So you have your books and whatnot. It's psychic paper. It'll help you with some bluffs in particular situations. Professor Eats Cuddle will then say, and also additionally, if you need any kind of quick transportation, our teleportation sigils usually only go to the major capital cities. If you are not in a dreadful hurry, you are welcome to avail yourself of a moth rider. And the queen, instead of having dragons ride on like these enormous fucking moths, the military academy has a special contingency arrangement for our professors for certain missions. You are welcome to go over to the military base in town, and you can request a ride free to any of the major cities in the exterior territories.
Was I in that area? Did I see those moths?
When you all arriving into town, you can actually, because the military college is on the upper levels of the mountain, and you can see the moth riders practicing in the higher peaks.
Well, I was thinking part of what I did during the week was talking to the military school.
Okay, I like that. We can lose that in there.
So I like to think that one of the athletic feats I did to wow everybody was either wrangle a moth or do like crazy shit on a flying moth. Is that
maybe
acceptable?
maybe you went up to the higher echelon levels and you got really drunk with a bunch of some of the captains and they're like, let's do it, let's drag race. And they're like, let's drag race on
Racing
Mars,
off,
man.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So you gotta soup up these bad boys with pheromones. You get like 80 kilometers an hour on these. Like, it's great. So you just started rat-rotting around on a bunch of moths. And then you helped bluff them so they didn't get court-martialed by their sergeant. And now they like you a lot at that bar.
Cool.
Nice.
All right.
I enjoy that. How many people can ride them off?
About 8. Although they have that's like your standard kind of like skirmisher moth, but they have like bigger, heavier breeds.
So they're like horses. They're different.
Yeah, they come different sizes,
different
and
breeds
stuff,
and stuff.
It's fucking terrifying. No one's gonna comment the fact that a moth that 8 people can fit on. That's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, no, they're really.
It's really cool.
Yeah,
Moths
neat,
are
I
huge
think.
and terrifying, but awesome.
There's this song. Literally, I'm gonna pull it up on my TikTok. You guys keep talking. I'm gonna pull up this TikTok song about it.
All right. Professor Itzcotta is going to explain to you that the machine has spit out a name.
Oh, fantastic.
And it has the name of the Marzak city. Apparently something has occurred there, which has caused the grains of sand to emulate upon the banks. And the name that it spits out is Salduba, which is one of the southernmost cities.
Spell that.
Salduba.
Oh, can you unpause it? And then
Yeah,
spell it again? Because I cannot type.
Yeah, sure. Here. I will punch it into chat.
Perfect. So I can just copy paste. Thank you. I like having these journals here.
Yeah, I love the journal tab.
So we're heading there.
And you have to figure out what might be causing the problem. Although the machine, when it spit out the name, also gave him an impression of fear and torment and panic. So you get the feeling that whatever is occurring there that has caused a particular issue is going to be relatively violent. And he also says that it also imparted to him the scent of cooking flesh, oddly enough. The scent of cooking flesh and fear and panic and feeling confined and hunted. And that is the sensation that it gave. Solduba is about a day's ride away. If you were to say, you could technically teleport to the Marzak capital, Darmasek, where it would then be like a half day's ride. Or you can simply take a moth rider the day there, and then you can spend your day preparing and scheming and whatnot on what the heck you're going to do when you get there. So which option would you all want to take? You want to take the half day ride or the day ride?
I mean, we've rested at this point, right?
Yeah.
Can I have a brief interjection?
Yes.
Yeah, everyone, let me pause the thing. All right, so do we want to teleport into the Marzakian capital and then take a half day's ride down to Solduba? Or do we want to just avail ourselves of our privileges and have a military escort straight to Solduba?
I feel like a military escort's going to be a little loud.
It will draw attention and you will have to tell them you're coming, but
Yeah, we should not go with that then. We don't want them knowing we're there
Remind
yet.
me what he said before. All we know is we need to go to Solduba.
So
we're
when
just
the machine
following this
imparts
big
information, it imparts some other sensory information. You got the scent of being the sensation of being hunted, the scent of cooking animal flesh, and of being packed in, and something about that
Okay.
pertains to an issue that is occurring in Solduba.
Well,
It's like
something's
taking
obvious.
orders from a blind machine. This is weird.
It's very cryptic at the most. Seems something's
It's
hunting
by
them.
network.
Yes.
If we're successful in this place, we can start to grow one.
That is fair. I could ask my family if they have connections.
Yeah, it's agreeable. Something we can manage in the next downtime. So, are we ready to? Do we want to furnish any supplies? Ask him to acquire any equipment reasonably.
Let me check. We don't have much gold.
Yeah.
That's another.
Actually, Is this the night before? Like, are we gonna go to sleep and then leave in the morning?
It's in the morning right now,
Oh,
so you
okay.
can technically
Alright.
leave now.
Okay.
How long does hydro poison stay useful?
Uh,
Does it go bad?
I have no idea. I imagine you could probably magically preserve it, but you have yet to do that.
Poisons usually have particular conditions that have to be kept in, but like there's a lot of poisons that are just like don't exceed room temperature.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess technically it's hydro venom, but
Yeah.
Venom.
So yeah, I imagine the venom would probably still be good for a few weeks. So just
Okay.
kind of keep track of time. I say we'll give it a month's worth of use, just to be fair.
okay.
So, is there anything we want to purchase? Do we want to do a little shopping beforehand? Do we want to ask the quartermaster any questions? Or we want to ask the fifth any
Let's
questions?
see.
Did I find a longsword that doesn't scream about Raid Shadow Legends?
Huh?
Am I able to find a longsword or
Give me
not
a
a
give me a
longsword, greatsword?
percentile and pick a range of 20 numbers.
All right.
Yes.
20 numbers? That's the likelihood that there's a store?
No, if you
Ip's
don't-
coattails. I would like a talking magical item.
Talking magical item.
I don't care what it does. I just want it to talk, and I wanted to say, I don't to be charming.
I am going to just randomly look up sentient items and pick the worst option.
Yes.
Roll me-
20, 25 to 45.
There you go.
25 to 40. What do you got?
That's 61.
You find a perfectly serviceable longsword, and it's fine. It doesn't have any.
Can I correct that to greatsword? I use a greatsword.
Yeah, great sword.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would have been like, tough shit, buddy. You already said it. You
Yeah.
fucking been having this discussion.
Okay, where the hell is the sentient tag? Where is the fucking sentient tag? Oh, here we go.
Do I have? Yeah,
Oh,
I do.
there's not that many.
Thieves' tools.
Any item can be sentient if you make it.
Yeah, that's true, but I wanted to look at stuff that already existed. Hey, you can get a professor orb. That'd be kind of funny.
Okay, what does it know?
I don't know.
They know three things.
Yeah.
Very specifically in great detail. It can be anything. The Professor Orb in Icewind Dale knows how to make elvish wines.
About Tarrasques.
No, well, that's the third thing. It knows about the Tarrasque. And so when I saw that, they're not going to put a Tarrasque in the book. They put a Tarrasque in the book.
A scroll that summons
I can't
Tarrasque.
wait. My friend got me that book for Christmas, and I'm dying to use it. I can't think of anything that I need other than the greatsword.
You do you actually ask the fifth for a sentient magical item?
I literally say Ip's coattails. Do you have any kind of sentient thing? I want like a mascot. I would like some kind of mascot for like the group that isn't me.
Okay then. I'm gonna have you. Let me just look up and see how many skills there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Give me 3 D18 rolls, and then.
I'm just gonna subtract. I'll figure it out. Yeah, so that's a 15,
All right.
and a 4, and a 3.
15, a 4, and a 3.
Yeah.
So you get something relating to Arcana, something relating to Athletics. And weirdly enough, religion. I'm gonna get back to you on what extremely weirdly. Niche.
I know I've submitted the request. I'll receive it in due time. I'm sure.
Yeah, you will. Yeah, I think by next session I will have a ridiculously dumb item to harass you.
I look forward.
All right, now Miro, is there anything that you wish to avail yourself of? You can ask the quartermaster for assistance.
What kind of poisons would they have?
Oh, do you use those?
I can. I can poison my bolts.
Can you create?
Not yet, actually. That was something I wanted to start studying, possibly.
All right then. So you want to put in a request for magical poisons?
Like, just poisons in general, and then I want to learn how to make them. So, like, I want to study poison making, and until I get proficient at it, I would like to borrow from the stocks, so to speak, if they have any.
I've accidentally poisoned myself a number of times.
With alcohol.
With drugs and alcohol in various combinations.
That information is probably helpful, actually.
Sounds to me like you have a test subject.
Just drink this vial of basilisk wine. How's it called that?
Try this.
Fermented in their stomach. Gets you rock hard. Okay, so let's. So, is there anything else you want to get? Ask.
Hold person.
Actually,
You drink it, it just freezes you.
Yep.
Best.
Dude, that would be a really cool.
can we get how much would a
Magic item.
scroll
Yeah,
of
I like it.
gold
I'm gonna
person
write it
be?
down right now. I'm writing down basilisk.
You have to just convince him to drink it somehow.
Right. Like
Or stab
it,
them.
It passes it auto passes the save,
I
but
would
you
say
have
just-
to figure out how to get them to drink.
Pass
I-
it, or just pass it into their bloodstream.
I would-
coat a weapon.
I'm just saying,
Oh, okay.
if you could like sneak it into the drink, I would have it just work. But if you're
Yeah.
gonna coat it, then I guess I would give them a save.
No,
Yeah,
if you
100%.
get it in their body, then it just works.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's see
Could you
here.
just try this alcohol? It tastes a little fruity to me.
Yeah. Does this
Are
beer
there
taste
any
like it's
poisons
skunked?
that I can take for this?
Give me a D100 roll.
It's like when a family member doesn't
Wait,
want to sniff the
is that
sour
right?
milk.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Hey, what's
47.
for me?
come on. We had a container of buttermilk,
Oh yeah.
and we had to leave our apartment for 2 months to do something, right? And we came back,
There's not
and we
that
had
many
forgotten to
poisons.
throw out the
There's
buttermilk,
not.
right?
I
Which
I have
had
an entire book on
expired.
this, I'm gonna have to show you.
And let me just say, that smell,
Oh yeah.
oof,
Mercy.
and I could
Oh,
not
yeah.
convince anyone to smell it.
It's rough.
All right,
was
you
the
find
funnest
a vial of assassin's blood,
All right.
and you have to ingest this. And I'm gonna say that the DC 10 con save is a DC 14 instead of 10.
And it has to be ingested.
It
Okay.
has to be ingested, which is very weird. Poisons are really, really fucking weird.
Yeah, they are.
Then you have purple worm poison, which is OP.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you guys have fine clothes of any kind? Or do we have a wardrobe already available?
I mean,
Yeah.
There is a wardrobe. Okay, so
Let's-
we need to take fine clothes. We're going to a very caste-like. Solduba is in Marzak.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
So
the
country is
it
very-
is
very
an
caste.
occupied Besht city from the old reconquest that the Marzak have had for about 400 years.
are they accepting of Voldukian
Occupied city.
clothes,
Yeah.
or
Okay.
would Voldukian clothes be considered uncouth because they're more tribal?
They would be relatively indifferent as to that. They just hope that you wear shoes.
So
he
what
wears
I'm
like
saying is
Spartan sandals.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, go ahead.
We just need to make sure that we look like we are very important people, because that's a big deal to them.
I wonder.
It seems. Am I right in that? Am I okay?
The learned man is like the moon upon a darkened night. I have to look up this proverb. There's a really interesting one where it's a
It's
Muslim
just
proverb.
Confucian stuff.
Huh?
It's just Confucius.
No, it's an Islamic proverb too. Where it's,
Is it?
Yeah. Let me
All
look
right.
it up really quick while we.
It just had that really hard Confucian framing. The learned man is one who.
I'm gonna have to look it up. It's
That's
Google.com.
also very prominent within Arabic communities too.
Sure, but I just know that analytics, almost all its phrasing is stuff like, the Guao is the one who does not let events move him, but instead moves events. It's like all of the book.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. I got it. It's the superiority of the learned man over the devout is like that of the moon on the night when it is full over the rest of the stars.
Wow, that means literally nothing.
Huh?
I-
Big dick.
Well, I mean, it both means something and also like nothing. That,
Well, it does. It means that smart people are more important than religious people, which is very funny.
but they can never outshine God Himself, which
Yeah.
is the sun, I guess.
I get
But that's stars are also just distant suns, so gods that you don't know that much about.
I guess. You can probably read into it.
So
Well,
this is just a conversation that happens on a daily basis in a Marzar cafe.
yeah. It's like, no, the stars do not represent the omniscience of God. You idiot, they're just stars. No, clearly, textually. Now, we're going to teleport into Demisec and then get ourselves...
Timmy Sack.
Every time I hear its name, I think of the same thing.
What?
Demi Thick.
God damn it.
Every single time.
So, are we going to head out to the teleportation sigil? Is there anything else that we want to pick up before we head out?
I want to make sure that we all have a set of fine clothes that fit our culture. And
Do you carry Eiffel's clothes so that nothing goes wrong?
So,
Yeah.
I received these new robes, right, which are my disguise, right?
Yeah.
I just have a comically sized suitcase with my robes, with all my stuff inside my robes in that.
Okay.
do these work anywhere? Or is this how we're...
No,
like we can move about with these clothes, or these only work on the university?
The University of Warrens is pretty famous, and with your paperwork and whatnot, they'll understand that you are a visiting professor and you're probably there to do something important.
Okay.
So you'll stand out a little bit, but not in a negative way. You know.
Yeah.
kind of
Okay,
like-
so we all already have cover stories.
Yeah, you
built
kind of
into this
already
whole
have your
game.
cover stories. You should pack fine clothes though, in case you want to break into like a fancy event or something.
I don't have those.
There's a
We
word.
can
got
get
you
you
some.
some. I have my version of fancy clothes.
It's just like a slightly less greasy version of his.
That's when Gary finally gets a haircut.
All right, you head out to the teleportation sigil, which is in the university, and you arrive in Dharmasek, the Marzakian capital. You arrive in its military university, where you are politely greeted by the officer on staff who mans the portal. He gives you a crisp salute and says, "Lady, gentlemen, welcome to Dharmasek. Do you have your papers?"
We present our papers.
Ah, excellent. I see you're in town, and you can cook up what ridiculous comprehensive scheme.
See, there's a conference on shanking techniques from behind as to best silence your enemy.
Oh, yes, I was just at that CLE the other day. Well, lady, gentlemen, enjoy your stay. I see that you're heading down to Solduba. I suggest you make post-haste down to the carriages. They tend to leave a little bit earlier from here than usual. The drivers tend to be a bit impatient.
Fantastic.
You
Good. So we go. I'm just gonna like start marching.
I like how you looked at me. It's like I dragged this person.
I was thinking
You're
about
thinking you're like Dylan's gonna do some nonsense. Let's skip.
Mhm.
You see the officer kind of just shake his head lightly, and then he sits back on his chair and begins reading a small book. You exit into the main thoroughfare of Dharmasek. The city is famous for its very large agricultural towers, where the Marzak use magical means to create basically what are huge vertical farms. It was during a siege centuries in the past, where in order to make the city impenetrable from sieges, they made all of their farms vertical in a lot of their major cities to house populations during times of crisis. And additionally, Dharmasek, the province that it is in, Jabal Undur, the Marzak province, is famous for its flooding waters and marsh-like landscape, which means that crops that require a bit less than being completely saturated in water, like rice and stuff like that, tend to not do well. So you have to get a little clever to make sure that they don't get oversaturated. You move your way through the thoroughfare. There's a kind of hustle and bustle going on as people are kind of moseying around, carts pulling goods and what have you, and you arrive at the carriage station. And you look around at the board and see one ride to Salduba, and it is a gold for the carriage.
I'll pull it out.
All right, you pay, you get your tickets, you are shunted in there, and you start getting flashbacks of a toilet incident and flipping over, and you settle down into the carriage. There's various other passengers and what have you kind of milling about. Well, someone actually is welcome to roll me a D100. I just remembered a random table from Eberron that I never get to use.
I got a 31.
Alright, bear with me one moment. Feel free to discuss your plans really quick while I pull up this.
I don't know that we really have a plan yet.
We go to bars. We ask around about anything that has been hunting here.
Do you think it's a killer or?
It could be a killer, it could be a creature, cryptid of some kind, a vampire.
I guess I'll look around.
Although it's had scent of cooking flesh, so probably not a vampire. Yes.
If this machine can like pick up like a general vibe of the universe, right? Maybe like one of the local fortune tellers can pick up like a similar vibe, and we can just bring some local people and see what their fortunes read like, and find some unlucky schluck who gets murdered.
That's a good idea.
Huh, I like that.
Let's try it.
Orla, what did you get? It was 35, right?
31.
Oh, 30. Let me see here.
That was a very intelligent idea. Good job.
I fail to see the intelligence in the idea, but thank you.
As you settle into the confines of the carriage, you make your way out through town, and usually not a lot of traffic comes out of the center of Dharmasek, and when you get to the exterior areas where perhaps some people with their kind of landed gentry live in their large palatial estates, several people start to come on who are suspiciously wearing long flowing robes. They are covering their faces and their eyes, and they sit on the opposite end of the carriage and seem to pay you no mind, nor speak to one another at all or make any gestures of any kind, despite having all arrived at once.
Do you want to turd poop that?
What? What?
Just go up there, say, hey, what's going on? Just poop in their punch bowl.
Can we tell what they are?
Huh?
Is there something about them that
Give
can
me
I
a
make a
perception
check or something?
Yeah.
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
I was gonna say I'm trying to figure out what the hell's
That's
going
4 plus something. So
on.
With my keen eyes. Goddamn. Okay, 20.
20?
Shit. All right, there you go.
damn.
What'd you
All
get?
right.
14.
You scrutinize them a little bit and see through the faint tufts of skin that are exposed. They all seem to be Besht. You can see the faint tattoos that are atop their body. They seem to be undertaking or finishing or maybe starting some kind of pilgrimage. You're welcome to roll insight if you wish to explore further. Or religion. Insight or religion.
I guess religion.
Am I better at either of those? No. Oh, wait, I probably didn't break the
That's fun.
thing. So
Actually, insight was better. So insight was 7. It was just a flat 10 because I rolled bad, but you know.
are we allowed to check too, or just 10?
Yeah, you're welcome.
Oh, okay. 12, 13.
Okay.
God. Is it insight or religion?
Yep.
It's
They're
the
both
same for me,
terrible.
so it's 13.
So my religion would be 7.
You get the feeling that there is some kind of...
I'm just sitting here being happy I don't have to hear about rage adolescents.
You get the impression that there is some kind of religious chicanery that's going on. Perhaps if Naboo was with you, he'd be able to elucidate the mystery, but unfortunately, he hasn't.
Where did that asshole go?
I think he's sitting on a rock somewhere.
You actually, get your hand son was going to grab. So you make your way down the gangway, and it is a half day's journey. The Besht on the other side pull out scripture, study to themselves quietly, and seem to make not much of a fuss. Is there any chicanery we want to get to while we are inside the carriage before we arrive in Soltuba?
Wait, is there any chicanery we want to get to inside the carriage? How big is this fucking carriage?
It's about the size of last time. They're about 15 feet wide.
Like, it's very possible. I'm choosing not to say anything. If you would like to, we could make this carriage soul plane if you wanted to.
How?
I start getting out some of the drugs.
Flying party.
I'm good. You can if you wish.
I don't know. I'm gonna try seeing if I can make a mascara out of cocaine.
Give me a...
That seems like
Did you say a mascara out of
Yeah,
cocaine?
I said
What?
That's.
Give me a medicine check or a sleight of hand
Your
check. I guess.
eyes are gonna hurt
I
so
failed.
bad. This is going to go so
you think
poorly.
that a kind of misting effect might allow you to just evenly apply it on your face. So you kind of just splash yourself in the face with cocaine, which causes you to give me a con save.
I passed.
What'd you get?
It was pretty good. It was an 18.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
an 18 doesn't pass.
You make the astute observation of maybe it won't irritate my eyes if I suck it all in through my nose while it's flying in the air. So you take a deep breath, and you spare everyone else the burden of being coated in cocaine. However, you are extremely, extremely up right now.
You seem to have a pep in your step all of a sudden.
Good.
It seems
Somehow
like a very
neither of you noticed what he
inefficient
was
way
doing.
to consume that substance.
I wasn't trying to consume it, but that was the side effect.
He always sends drunks.
All right then.
You arrive in Solduba. It's a beautiful city, flanking near the ocean in the southern part of Jabal Nur. You go through various swamps and estuaries over an elevated kind of roadway platform to escape the floodwaters, although it is the low season, so you're not going to have to deal with any of that. The city is built primarily on a very large plateau with a kind of crescent valley on the eastern end and then another plateau. You can tell that this particular earthwork is not natural, something that was artificially created. Perhaps a lot of people spending a lot of time using the Move Earth cantrip or Shape Earth cantrip.
Okay.
The city is Besht. It was conquered by the Marzak several hundred years ago during the Reconquest, and it has one very curious and noteworthy feature about it. Normally, Besht territory is protected from being sequestered or otherwise purloined by other people due to a kind of divine effect. What the Marzak have done is they've erected a large eldritch machine which emanates a kind of anchor that prevents the city from being sucked back into Besht territory. And you can actually see in the distance a kind of almost shimmering mirage in the horizon because you're only a few miles away from actual Besht territory. They generally do not come out, they generally do not come in, and that boundary is purposely kept kind of ethereal. Usually only very trained Besht mystics or very trained Marzak clerics can actually enter through the miasma, because you basically have to, like, imagine you're going through a kind of weird dream realm, and if you stop thinking about something that ceases to exist, you have to, like, be very centered.
It's a perception filter.
It's a perception filter. And this eldritch machine prevents the city from being sucked back into that mire. The side effect is that, and this is actually kind of a weird segue considering what you just said, is that divination magic does not work within the city at all. And it means the city's police work in here is usually a little bit more hands-on than in other cities in Marzak territory, because they can't just go raise the corpse. They usually have to, like, if they want to do any kind of divination work, they take people outside of the city to an outpost and then attempt to do it there. And as a matter of fact, as you actually see that, the post for the particular carriage actually stops outside of where the machines are. And coincidentally enough, you can see a kind of small hovel full of Elfurian mystics, and one of them has a little sign that says divination, because they know they go where the money is.
Honestly, the police force is probably for the best. About 1/4 of speak undead spells have unreliable information.
Huh.
That is fair.
Well, this seems like it's going to be the only place for us to talk to a fortune teller.
Is that like so? Are there any fortune tellers or no?
No, there is. There's an Elfurian mystic right out there in the gate. It's up a little shop
But there wouldn't be any in the city.
in the city proper.
I mean, I'm an Alfurian, right?
yeah.
Is there like a thing like in the French Quarter? There's like a thing for like tarot readers. Do I know like the social etiquette kind of thing?
You would be familiar with the mannerisms by which you would solicit this person's services.
Okay, I'm going to approach them with a very curt attitude. Hi, listen, very clear. I've got a long scam going on, and so I want to co-align our scams, as it were. I'm going to direct traffic to you, and I just kind of want to see what people get readings from you. Yeah, I don't want to taint the well here, but I think there's some weird juju in the air that's going to misalign your readings, and then we'll have a talk afterwards. And you keep whatever profits from people we bring to you.
Make a persuasion check with
It was a 9.
Oh no.
With advantage?
It was with advantage, yeah, it was a 9. So I come up very loud and smelly and...
Get out of here! This is my corner! Divide on another corner! Filthy cleric, he spits on you.
Damn it.
Jesus.
Okay, I
The
come
Lord
back.
is not giving you
I come
shit.
back. They did not... Like... Someone here should just obviously go up talk to that person and can you believe that guy conversation, and then like slow ball them into the same exact scheme.
I think we're getting a little ahead of ourselves here because we don't have really the means to do what you just said.
Oh, we totally have the means to do what we just said.
Well, we don't know anyone. There are no connections.
Yeah, we don't know anyone. But the thing is, people always act the same ways. We just need to get some bitches drunk and be like, hey, so you think about the future? Let's do a bar haul. Have you never gotten 40 people together in a crowd before?
That was literally my suggestion when we started go to bars.
I thought we were combining the ideas.
Well, yes, that is the next step. Although, do you want one of us to try with these people as well? Is that what you were saying?
Oh, I was saying we're going to get those people drunk and then get their fortunes read in groups, like of 8.
Go to a frat party and make everybody go get a tattoo.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But like, systemized.
Okay.
And then we don't get the tattoo.
Okay.
Unless you feel like it.
If we're going to ask this person about that, it's probably you that should be doing it.
This person seems charismatic with their acting lessons.
I have a +3 to deception. That's about it.
It's better than mine. Better than my +1.
All right.
Oh, wait, I've got
Do we have
deception.
no
I have a
faces?
+3.
We have no
So
faces
tie.
here.
I've got.
What class are you playing?
I'm
Warlock. It's that's a Bolduc thing. I can use Dex as my casting because we're not allowed to cast through the air.
Oh, okay.
All
which
right.
is
So what?
horrifying.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right. So I guess Miro's gonna try and go back. Wait.
Yeah. What's up?
Can I have asked for 4 platinum sticks from the Itzcoatl
Yeah. Why do you want 4 platinum sticks?
so I can cast augury?
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. I'm gonna, I guess, start ritual casting augury.
All right.
Let you do that.
And I'm gonna look up what the hell augury does again. 'Cause I remember.
It's the wheel deal one.
And I guess I'll wait for that and then I'll go in there.
All right. Whatever you have to give me a course of action that you're going to take in the next 30 minutes, and then I will tell you whether it's good or bad.
Let this guy go into that specific bar and talk to like groups of impressionably drunk people.
Okay. Go. You cast it.
I cast it.
You feel, as you are sitting there casting the augury as a ritual, you see a kind of faint, strange rumble occur beneath you, as if something is burrowing from underneath. And all of a sudden, a small hole appears. Out pops a rabbit. The rabbit looks at you, brushes the dust off of its body, and then hops away. And you reasonably conclude that that is a good sign from your god. So it means it's a good idea.
Well, they showed us potato salad. Go.
Thank you. One of my favorite random references.
I guess we're doing this. Fine.
I cast guidance on you.
Thank you. Right.
There was a bar next to the carriage house called the Crook and Castle, and you can see that the logo is a large tower with a shepherd's crook hooked around it.
Right. So, making people want to go get their shit read. Fantastic.
It seems like a sort of roundabout way.
What do you want to force them?
Well, no, I thought we were going to go get our own done.
Well,
To see
that actually is a good point.
to
We
see
should
if there have
start
been
there.
murders.
We should start there. Get our auras read. See if they give us anything, and then get other people's read. And go with them so that we can hear it.
Are we're still at the gates.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
there's a
understand
bar
it.
like
You
right
So
next.
I'm gonna go up and just talk to the guy he was talking to.
Hello, my friend. How can I help?
We need information on rumors.
Rumors? What kind of rumors?
Do you hear anything from people exiting the city? Any violent actions?
Well, some of the aristocrats have left. Something about them mysteriously dying. There's been some strange murders. The police have offered up a reward. Look, they handed me this poster earlier today. And he pulls out like a little poster and hands it to you.
Has it got like a picture of somebody on it?
It has like some contact information. It tells you to report to the police center in the old quarter.
Okay.
And it also has certain strange symbols on the exterior of it saying that these were found at the scene of the crime. If you can identify them, report to the authorities immediately.
Huh. I'm not sure what I want to ask the diviner for. What services does he offer? I'll ask him that.
He basically does augury. I'm looking at the other divination spells here really quick just to double check to make sure that there's nothing I'm missing here. It does identify. Technically does also fortune's favor.
Okay.
And let me see what else. And then a little bit of, let's see here. And does, yeah, that's it.
How long does Fortune's Favor last?
That's an hour, actually. So if you pay them the money for it, you can give yourself basically advantage on one thing that you're going to do for the next hour.
I'll lean back out and talk to Myro.
Yes.
Are we going to do this thing as soon as we go in the city, or are we going to find something else to do first? Are we going to wait till the evening, or are we going to do it right now?
Wait, but the bar is right there. Isn't it? The
Oh.
bar is right next door, right?
Yeah, bar's right next
Yeah.
door.
Okay, so we're doing this now.
Yes.
Okay, I'll pay for 3 Fortune's Favors, and then say, I'll give him like a hefty tip, and say, we might be back in a little while. I think we can help each other.
Right, it'll be 30 gold. It's 10 apiece.
Fuck Christ. Never mind. I didn't know it was 30 fucking gold.
Yeah, I'll give you a discount. It has a material component of a pearl that's worth 100 gold.
Well, shit. Never mind, I don't do that.
Not even one fortune's favor?
I'll go back. That's what I mean. We don't have the means to support this yet.
Are you sure? Have you asked around? Are you talking to Miro?
Well, I was thinking we're trying to make a business deal with this guy.
Yes.
We don't have any collateral. We can't guarantee him that we're going to be able to get a bunch of drunk people and give him business.
Or like,
Correct.
or like, I feel, while I love being roundabout and bullshitty, which is why I suggested this plan in the first place, you just talking to them gave us a lot of information. The person here is a murderer. We don't know if they're a monster or a human, but they are visibly committing crimes. We obviously need to talk to the police or break into their records to find out if there's a trend in the murders. Or speak to a detective agency that's been hired on the job.
Well, yes, I figured that is what we are going to do. I think the thing is you wanted to purchase something from them.
Yeah, but it's too expensive.
Yeah, it's pretty.
How much is it?
It's 10 gold a piece.
That's fine.
Person.
And Miro walks in and pays for it.
Alright, you each have fortune's favor,
I don't even know how to.
which gives you
That's what that. Fuck.
which gives you basically
How many-
advantage on one thing.
How many gold in the platinum? 100 or 1,000?
Platinum is 10 gold.
Okay. So I give them 3 platinums.
Alright, perfect. And they're like, thank you, sir. You like bite the coins. They say, please give me your hands. And as you lock arms, and then a minute passes.
That's how people spread spell plague, right?
Yeah.
By fucking currency.
That'd actually be a hilariously brilliant idea.
49.
I'm gonna think about that.
Okay. So yeah, you watch Miro pull out a sack of platinums, and he just puts 3 down, and then ties it up and puts it back, and then he kind of doesn't say a fucking word, just pays nonchalantly, and then actually let's see. So
Or like, we can't take him, can we?
it was 30 each, right?
No.
No, it's 30 in
You see
total.
how-
Oh, 30
Killed
total.
Maya?
He's gonna give
Maya
one
took you
more
out
as a
pretty
tip because
Exactly.
we're gonna bring business later.
And obviously, he's a
How will
powerful
I
ally and
know
more than one
who's
weapon.
going to be with you?
They will come with us.
Alright. I will keep my shop open a little longer for you, friend.
Thank you. All right. What were you two talking over here?
I was saying we should break into a police station or get a detective or see if any publicly
Break
known details
Why would-
about the murders.
If there's a flyer out for it, why don't we just...
I look for a flyer.
They gave me
They
a flyer.
gave...
But
I
yeah,
look at the flyer.
Yes.
it says, please see police captain in the old quarter.
But that's really just, they're just saying, it just says, if you have information about this case, come to us, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Well-
it's not a bounty.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not a bounty?
Well, there is a bounty.
It is
Okay.
a bounty. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
That's not what I...
They will give us information if we just take the bounty itself. And then it's above board. We don't get in trouble for toting our weapons within the city. We don't get in trouble for possibly killing someone. I'd like to cover our asses, so let's do it that
Let's
way.
do that, yeah.
I agree.
All right.
Alright, let's go to the police station and then we'll go to the bar.
Yes.
Cool.
You enter into the city proper. Think basically Jerusalem style. Very tight, cramped streets, lots of shacks and pots and things hanging overhead. The older part of the city with a restored Besht temple lies over there on the western part. You climb up a large staircase, cross over through the various hills and whatnot, over a bridge to the eastern plateau, and therein you see a small sign that says Old Quarter Police Station, and you arrive at the front. It is the tail end of the evening. It is perhaps about 7 o'clock right now. You can see the front guard is a rather large, burly Marzak man who is wearing just what seems to be a plain officer's uniform, but also has a great axe attached to his hip. You get the ready impression that he is a barbarian. He sits down and says, "Hello, how can I assist you?"
Yes, we're here about the bounty.
Ah, professors, I see. You must be the
Yes.
specialist we requested.
You could say that, yes.
Ah, perfect. Shouldn't you have come from Ruslan? It says your papers here you were arriving from Dakla. That's a bit strange. We requested a specialist from Ruslan.
Well, there must have been a mix-up.
I suppose that is the case. You know how these bureaucrats are with their paperwork. All right.
You're telling me.
Walk right back in there. The captain's expecting you.
Thank you.
Do we know where Rusla is from? Where Rusla is?
It is the second largest city of the Marzak.
Okay.
Okay.
It is usually their academic capital, so that's why he says something like that. That's where all the smart people come from. Now, they lead you to the back room.
Something outsourcing?
It's a small, rather cramped building. You see, papers being filed, officers interrogating people. You see one guy being treated very nicely as the guy kind of cries. And eventually you get to the back office and you see the door and it says, "Police captain." What do you do?
Do we know anything about their cultures? Am I supposed to knock?
I think you assert dominance
Do I
by
know that?
standing tall.
Huh?
So do I know that? Is it?
It is customary to knock before entering.
Okay.
It's a basic politeness. It's a common politeness. You knock.
Unless you have a picture of Spider-Man or something.
I need Spider-Man. So you just come right on in. You enter. The police chief is actually strangely short Marzak man, perhaps about 5 feet tall. He is wearing plate armor with several scratches on it, and you can tell that there's actually some burn and singe marks around the room, like something exploded in here recently, and the furniture was replaced, but they are still working on the walls. He looks and says, "How can I help you, lady, gentlemen?"
I hand him the flyer, or I hand Myra the flyer.
We're here to help with the bounty.
All right. Ah, professors. Strange. We requested some people from Ruslan. Why did they send you instead? Or did you just happen to stumble across us?
Must have been a paperwork mix-up.
I suppose. Well, have you, I take it you've already received the dossier.
We have not. We were told we would receive it upon arrival.
Oh, God, why do they always do that to me? Here, one moment. You see him shuffling around, and he eventually pulls out a small little crystal and places it in the palm of your hand. You're Valduki, you know exactly what the hell it is.
Beep.
It kind of starts broadcasting information. There have been 5 victims. They have been found in various parts around town. The crime scenes have been cleaned up and everything, but if you bring the crystal there, it'll kind of give you a kind of minor illusion, major image of the crime scene with everything there at present when they found it, so you can scrutinize the 5 crime scenes and figure out what in the world went wrong.
All right.
He says, "I will give you access. They are public buildings. They should be open around this time. Here is your posse comitus and your little document which deputizes you temporarily for this one particular situation. And I believe you know the standard protocols and scriptures and everything. If if you need to register your armaments or anything with the quartermaster, though I imagine they already give you your certifications.
We should go register.
Yeah, just in case. You know, sometimes it takes a couple of days.
I look at him. Do I need a permit for these?
Yes. Proceed to the front desk.
I go to the front desk.
You're asking a bureaucrat if you need paperwork. The answer is always yes.
I would like to register my hands as a lethal weapon.
Dear.
He looks at you and says, perhaps. Well, lady, gentlemen, is there anything else you wish to discuss with me, or is it going to be down to brass tacks?
Do we take that with us? The dossier?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a
Then
little
I don't see
crystal.
anything.
All right, perfect. All right, take care, lady, gentlemen. Godspeed and good luck, and stay safe out there. Remember, it's invisible.
Fantastic.
So I guess we go register our weapons and wait fucking 5 hours at the DMV.
They show up, they grab your weapons and whatnot, and
Be careful with that.
he gives it a faint little tap and puts like a strange little metal ring on it. The way it works is that weaponry without the ring in the city's limits cannot be used. It'll basically have you pass a wisdom save, like a peace aura. They get a lot of terrorism in the area, so they're pretty strict on it. So the three of you are actually duly authorized to use your weapons and cast your magic.
Fantastic.
Exit into the street. I will list off the 5 locations. There is an opera house, a tavern, a library, a temple, and a barracks. Those are where the 5 murders have occurred. Where would you like to go first?
Can you summarize again what we got from the dossier?
Essentially, the people were attacked unseen.
Okay.
The weapon used was something very large, two-handed, unreasonably large.
Like a glaive or something?
Yeah,
That
glaive.
sort of size.
Yeah, something very large, like larger than a customary humanoid would be doing.
Oh, a Final Fantasy sword.
Yeah.
A Final Fantasy weapon.
Very large, indicating that the creature that was striking it was larger than medium.
Fantastic.
There has been seemingly no connection between the murders that have occurred in disparate parts of the city, but all in the eastern quarter. Aside from that, they've been kind of loosed up. So if you wish to investigate a bit further, you might dig up some more, but that's the basic information in the dossier. And that it occurred in the opera house, the tavern, the library, the temple, and the barracks.
Okay.
Yes.
Do we have any autopsy reports about the bones of the victims?
Yes. Aside from the large wounds and everything, the bones were standard, dense. None of them were broken.
No broken bones. So.
No broken bones.
So it's not as if anything like chewed them or used any kind of crushing force.
No, it seems they died from being slashed. One of them was decapitated.
But it was definitely a blade.
It was definitely a blade.
Okay.
And in one of the crime scenes, there was footsteps, and the other 4 there were not.
What did the footsteps look like?
Very large and humanoid, extremely large.
Humanoid, no claws, no...
Let's go to the last one and see if the culprit is still just there randomly as an object.
That is a very odd thing to do, but it's a starting point, so
I thought
sure.
that it might be a mimic, but there's no bite marks.
It's a... I've never known a mimic to wield a weapon. It seems that something...
I think that's what he was saying.
That's what I'm saying, it's not a mimic. I'm saying that's why my brain was there, like, why would they be there at the thing? Well, I was still thinking of mimics.
I mean, that would be an odd thing for anything else to do, but it's possible. And it gives us a starting point, so let's go to the last one.
Alright, that would be the barracks.
Right.
Alright. You head down to the barracks and whatnot. You announce your presence, you display your Classic Comatose badge. They let you in and you enter into the room where one of the captain of the guard, because there is a military residency in town, was brutally slain. And from what you can tell from the dossier, this was the most brutal murder, and this is the only one where the footprints are found. You can see that they are very large. They are at least double the size of your standard humanoid.
So this is the only one with footprints. The other
Yeah.
ones have no footprints.
Yeah, the other ones do not have footprints. No one saw anything entering. The prevailing theory is thinking that the creature stealthed in somehow, perhaps using illusion magic. Maybe it was invisible.
Are
They don't-
they,
Mhm.
Boot prints?
No, feet. Just bare feet.
Bare feet.
I would like to do a nature or survival check about these footprints. Do these footprints seem fucking sus? These are like post-mortem footprints.
Yeah, go ahead. You're welcome to roll anything you want in the room, and your skill will influence the information you find.
I believe that's a natural 20. Yeah, it's just a weird-ass natural 20. Okay.
That's fantastic. You reach the conclusion that these footprints are those of a giant.
But they are like
Can go
made
invisible.
organically to the crime, relatively. It's
Yes,
not like
you can tell that they are fresh. They appeared there. The footprints also.
the spacing isn't too even.
Yeah, they're natural. The thing seems to have, and the footprints themselves seem to manifest in the blood that dripped out from the captain. So the creature seems to have attacked him, and then its feet were on the ground, and then the feet disappeared. But you can kind of tell there's blood dripping that left out the window. So the creature left out the window, but you are on the third story.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
What?
Oh shit!
What?
I don't know if my character knows what this might be,
Wow.
but
You're welcome to roll. You got a 20 on nature, right?
what if it's one of those lesser giants that typically wields glaives, which Dylan, that can also fly, which Dylan's mind knows one that does that. Knows only one. Okay? But
So
am
what's
I
your
allowed
action?
to like roll to say what I think it could be? So I'll roll, correct?
Yes.
What are you rolling?
That's pretty bad.
Fucking terrible,
3
yeah.
plus stuff.
You may do it so with advantage.
You also have Fortune's Favor.
That's 4 plus so with stuff.
Oh, Jesus.
Ah,
So
fucking
you
Jesus
still have
shit.
Fortune's Favor.
Isn't there like a shapeshiftery kind of giant thing? Ah, fuck.
You
Do I know
could.
this? Can I roll history?
Yeah,
Or
you're
something?
welcome to. Brady, you caught wind of something in a book somewhere from the Queen, and Miro, you were also
Sorry.
welcome to.
This
Maybe I got
bitch could
sent by
fly.
one.
I mean, how well known is
Wait,
giant lore?
what are we rolling? What are the possibilities that I can roll?
Oh, you're trying to correctly identify a creature. Maybe insight.
I got a natural 20.
You have a nat 20?
Oh, there we go.
Are you fucking kidding me? What were you rolling? Nature?
I was rolling history about giants.
It is an owning.
I knew it! I fucking knew it!
Jesus.
It has a glaive, it can fly, it can shapeshift, and turn invisible.
Okay.
Yep.
Alright, so...
Me thinking that it would take a while for you to realize it's an Oni.
I fucking knew it! I fucking knew it. Like, Dylan was on the case, and he saw this, he said, giant, it dropped as if...
So with a natural 20, how much do I know about Oni patterns?
You and Eiffel have a kind of brain blast, Watson Sherlock moment. You stare at one another, and you know the basic gist. They fly, they shapeshift, they can cast invisibility at will, they are very strong, they are quiet, and they are dangerous.
This son of a bitch knows Kona cold. He's gonna ice us.
So he can shapeshift, though. That's gonna, I think, be the biggest challenge in finding him.
Yeah, I mean, normally they just shapeshift to be small, normal, human-looking people.
Which I
You
look
have
around
multiple-
at everyone in the city.
You heat up a metal rod and like, give me your blood, bro! Give me your blood!
We're doing the thing, yeah.
Listen, as far as we know, like, it could have just been the dude who reported all the crimes disguised as different people.
Do you think he would report the crimes himself?
I
Possibly.
really hope he didn't think of that, and I really don't hope. I don't know how to say what I'm trying to say. I'm sorry. I hope he didn't just hear you say that.
I look around.
You hear
Does someone look suspicious as I'm just saying this?
You see one of the guards suddenly start getting really big.
Shit.
Roll
Fly
perception.
Okay. 16 plus stuff. Stuff is
Nat
good.
20.
God damn!
21.
That's 3 in a row.
Not the 20.
There is.
Which is
There are
20.
no Oni
Who needs
in the
Fortune's
vicinity.
Favor?
No one acts suspiciously to our sudden revelations that we were saying out loud. Okay.
I'm assuming this is a closed-off crime scene at the moment, right? So really, the only people around us inside this place is the guards.
So there are no objects that just all of a sudden start moving.
Well, we've ruled out mimics. Next
Yeah.
one was literally Oni. Oh.
Okay.
Right.
So where do we go from here? We know-
Fantastic.
There are
It's an
4
Oni.
other crime scenes we can
I was
investigate.
gonna say, do we think there's gonna be more
I mean,
stuff at the other scenes?
that's where we start, I guess.
We don't have a motive.
Are they close within like the city? All 5 of the spots?
So they're all in the same ward.
They're all in the old quarter.
They're obviously here within this quarter.
We don't have a
This
motive.
is their
yet.
hunting ground.
What's the demographic of where we are? I want to go outside and just like get an idea of the
The
buildings on this
population
side
is
of the
about
city.
like 70% Besht.
Do we have like a profile list of victims?
Yeah.
Do they share any features?
An aristocrat. A Marzak aristocrat. A Marzak cleric. Another Marzak aristocrat.
So there are any Marzaks.
Yeah, every single one of them is a Marzak.
And it's Marzaks of high status.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm gonna just like wild ass guess this shit. And is there like a Marzakian playing card deck? Just listen to I know it's not gonna be this, but this is just what I'm gonna see. Is there like such a thing as a playing card deck but themed Marzakian?
Yeah.
Okay. I just briefly check the royalty cards, the family cards, to make sure their profiles of the victims don't randomly match up to a common Marzakian
That'd
playing
be
card deck.
amazing. I wish I thought of that.
Well,
That would've- but it sounds like it did, so okay.
Right. You've basically gleaned everything you can from this crime scene. This is the one that has the least amount of suspicious information, but unfortunately, you fucking bastards automatically figured it out.
I'm sorry, it's just that a DM has thrown an Oni at me before. And it was a very remembered experience.
They're very
alright, so we know it's an Oni. So
We
now we
do.
need to find out the connection to we were just talking about the connection.
Parentheses, more DMs should throw Onis at people.
They're great.
What time is it?
It is. Oh, like IRL or in.
In the game.
Oh, it is probably around like 8:15.
Oh, it's nighttime already?
Yeah.
So it's starting to get. So.
You notice that the murders seem to occur around 9 o'clock, and there's been one a day for the past 5 days.
Oh, great.
So that might be a 6
So
one.
how big is, just so I can get an idea of scale, how large is the eastern quarter?
French Quarter.
The old quarter.
French Quarter.
French quarter. That's not
Oh, okay.
terribly big.
Okay, that's not big at all. Yeah, so that's like basically one neighborhood.
Yeah. Are there any
Oh,
taller
shit.
buildings?
Is it
Oh
the nice
shit,
side
hold
of town?
on. Do I have detect
It's-
magic prepared?
The western part is a little bit nicer.
I'm gonna
Eastern
ready
is-
this motherfucker. Hold on.
Yeah.
Does the invisibility of an Oni, is it natural or can I see it with detect magic?
It's innate, but it means it's innate spell casting. It's not an innate ability, so yeah, technically, yeah.
Okay, let's go to the next crime scene, see the witness maybe to it, if we can, and see if anyone blows a little sussy.
Let's keep our guard up. It's getting dark.
You walk in, every single person glows. You're like, oh no.
Fucking shit, magic items, goddamn, set it.
All right. Do we want to just go reverse order? The next one is the temple.
Okay, so that's where the cleric was killed, I'm assuming.
Yes, you're correct.
So, just in case this.
Oh, the last thing. This barracks building used to be an old Besht barracks, but it has been repurposed by the Marzak. Alright, are we ready for the temple?
What's up with the temple? Does it have like a secret Marzak history?
What, you
Okay, but he
mesh?
just nodded. So okay.
Yeah, you're gonna get it when you get there.
Okay, well we good there.
So.
You walk down to what?
Well,
Yeah, go ahead.
hold on. I wanted
Sorry.
to do something. No, it's okay. You two should walk ahead of me a bit. I'm going to keep a low profile in case anything gets the drop on one of you, which then I can get the drop on it.
Are you Marzak?
No, I'm a seed.
Are you Marzak?
I am Volduke.
Huh.
And you were Alfurian. We have Besht.
And that other dude's not Marzak, right?
No, you got
There's
Ken is
Carl?
Besht.
No, the other dude.
Oh, Ken, no, he's he's Besht?
Besht, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
This entire segment was going to be basically Ken going, yeah, it's a Besht thing. But then I had to move, scuttle all that stuff because he's not here. So you're just going to have to deal with weird colonialism the entire session. All right. You scuttle down the street towards the temple. It is a very beautiful, basically what is an old synagogue. You can tell that it used to be an old Besht place to dispose of the dead, where they are interred there for several days under watch and key by a few guardians chosen by the family. However, it has been repurposed into a kind of Marzak coffee house, sort of, something of that nature.
Okay.
When you enter into the interior, you flash your badges and what have you, and they take you down to the basement where the murder occurred. There seems to be a kind of strange little speakeasy thing. It used to be a kind of old bunker, and some of the aristocrats like to go down there to gamble and drink. You go ahead and activate the item. What kind of checks do we want to make down here to scrutinize the scene?
Guess perception. Garbage. Hot garbage. That's a 6. I know nothing.
It is a basement. Does anyone else want to roll anything?
It's empty though. It's abandoned. It's not in operation.
Yeah, it's not. They cleared it out. The way the item is working is basically broadcasting what is essentially a major image of the area to mimic the crime scene in its entirety.
Yeah, I mean, I investigate the crime scene with a 16. It's an old church. I guess I survey what flight paths the creature could have taken in and out.
Yeah, now we know what we're looking for. We're gonna get a clear picture. I will.
It's a rat skeller, essentially.
I'll just look at the while you're looking at flight plans. I'll try to look for marks of the struggle.
Okay, go ahead. Roll.
Well, I was just assisting.
I got a
so
16,
so you would
so roll
with
again?
advantage.
Yeah, okay, go ahead. Roll. You're assisting one another.
Is lower.
16.
Okay. As you look around, you see that, oddly enough, there seems to be no readily accessible ways in here aside from the staircase. However, as you're going around, you notice that the basement is very dry. It's extremely dry. This is actually, this Besht area is the only place in Jabal Anur that is technically a desert. The rest of the place is kind of marshy, very wet. And as you look around, you see that there is a relatively large grate in the floor that leads down to a sewer system. And you can see that the grate is rusted, unusually rusted for a place that is so bone dry. There's no sunlight, there's no drainage in here, there's no water, there's no moisture. Why is the gate rusted? It strikes you as odd.
I convey this information,
No.
and then I take 3 shots of whiskey.
It's on the table from the crime scene. They just left it there and they cleaned it up.
Alright. I want to check that in particular and look for traps or any kind of signs that it's been either trapped or bugged, anything like that, to where they would know if someone messes with it.
Are you talking about the grate in question?
Yes.
Go ahead.
And so I don't know how this works, but because I'm looking for traps, it says because you learned a variety of common signs that you gain additional insight. So that's from Thieves' Tools. So
Oh, sure,
do I
go
roll
ahead.
that or do I roll?
Do Thieves' Tools. So I guess you'll kind of determine to see if there's anything kind of tricky.
So
going on with it.
dexterity plus proficiency,
I
right?
believe so.
Yeah, it's a dex tool. So yeah, dex was.
Okay, so that's.
It's basically an attack roll, honestly.
Yeah, so that's.
Yeah, just do an attack roll. So
That's 16.
Oh, wow, weird. You examine the grate, and determine that there are no tricky mechanisms. The water is far below the grate. It seems that this is used to dispose of materials and stuff. You can see there's kind of a strange prestidigitation enhanced kind of large tube underneath, and you get that the Marzak got this clever thing where they dump it in there, and then the prestidigitation stones clean all the garbage, and then it gets shunted off somewhere else where it gets processed. So you're thinking there's nothing here that would indicate why the hell there's rust. So you reach a reasonable conclusion that something came through here, and it didn't seem to have moved the grate, because the grate is rusted solid. It took you a while to get it up and out, and to even check the tunnel and look at everything else. Something went through the grate without moving it, caused it to rust.
There's a slime. I'm gonna look around the room
I
for
lick the
an
grate.
ooze.
You know what?
I lick the grate.
That's disgusting.
I want to compare the taste palette to the local beers, alcohols.
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Give me a perception check.
Me? Okay.
Alright, and what do you do? Did you do not 20?
I got that one.
Oh, no.
Fuck yeah, I got that one.
Okay, I need you to give me a con save. Let's see if you get. Let's see if you get 10.
Oh my god.
That was a failure.
What did you get?
That was a failure. That was a 5.
Wow, you have somehow managed to contract tetanus.
I snack my tongue on the grate.
Yeah.
Oh god.
That's disgusting.
You have problems. That's 21 for perception. To look for the damn slimes or oozes or anything that has the amorphous form that could get through that.
Huh, okay, then you have now contracted Slimy Doom, because it is like the nearest. Hold on a second.
Slimy
No, no, there's one called Sewer Plague.
Sewer
God, I can't pick which. I never get to give people diseases. This is so exotic to me.
If it's an ooze,
I'm gonna give Slimy Doom, yeah.
Okay.
Slimy.
I'll PM to you what the hell Slimy Doom is. And you are welcome to explain to your constituents what is going on. You see him get up and he's like, "Hey guys, it tastes great!" And like blood just pouring out of his nose and ears.
Oh god, you are fucked.
this is not good.
Oh, that is bad. Anytime you take damage, you are stunned until the end of your next turn.
Awesome. I won't take damage then.
Oh, and you have disadvantage on Constitution checks and Constitution
temple.
saving throws. Jesus, but yeah, we definitely need to get that fixed now.
Yeah, let's
But
go.
I mean, so 23 to look. Wait, 18, 19, 20, 21 to look for slimes and things like that.
You look at the resulting stone pavement. The stone, you look at the grooves, you look at the wood, you look at everything else, and you realize that there's no corrosion anywhere else except on the gate. And you notice one curious thing. The gate is iron. Everything else is stone and wood. The only thing that was affected was the iron grate. The stones are fine, the wood is fine,
Yeah,
the glass is fine.
So no. I'm looking in the room and kind of in that tunnel for
The thing that did it.
what's it called? A gelatinous cube or a creature along those lines that absorbs and eats metal.
There's nothing of that nature around.
So there's like a tube, right? Correct? It's like a tube. And there's a tunnel around the tube, correct?
Yeah,
Okay, and there's a grate.
yeah.
Came out the tube.
Yes,
So you think it went back in the tube? That's where it is.
that's what I'm saying. I checked the tube too. Checked the room, then I checked the tube.
There's no indication of a creature.
It's not.
Also, the prestidigitation rings would wipe away any residue or anything of that nature.
Now it's killing me.
But does it look like there's a path?
Yeah,
that
the
we could
sewer
go down
is
in
quite
there?
spacious. You could maybe half kind of crawl down it and what have you.
Are we going slime hunting?
Do we need to?
I mean, this is an odd occurrence to have happened here within the murder scene.
This is also just totally unrelated to the Oni murder.
It could be.
Unless, is
it
it
could
they
be,
slashed? Were they
unless
slashed up
it's-
with a glaive?
What was that?
Were they slashed up with a glaive?
Yeah, the victim was killed by the owner.
All victims were slashed by a blade.
Do they still have the body of this victim?
It
They
didn't
do.
work.
Okay, so I was gonna say maybe he was trying to use the cube, but I don't think.
Okay, hold on. Ooh. Oh, this is giving me the worsties.
Yes.
Let's go get you healed up, and then
Yes, your tongue is bleeding profusely.
yeah, it's turning purple.
It's quite
The
disturbing.
blood, not your tongue. The blood is turning purple. We need to address that.
Oh my god.
Is the rest of this temple still active?
They
Like, are there
have
clerics?
starting a service. Well, it's like a coffee house. You can hear people getting into a lively debate upstairs about something.
Oh, it's an old temple. It's not a.
Oh, it's a repurposed building.
Yeah, it's a coffee house. It used to be a Besht temple,
Oh.
but they repurposed it.
Yeah, we need to greater restoration here somewhere soon. Let's leave. Keep an eye out for a possible
Lesser
slime.
would work actually.
Hmm?
Lesser gets rid of disease.
Okay.
Yeah, so lesser would be fine.
Lesser's cheaper too.
Has it been? Is it 9 o'clock yet? It is about to be 9 o'clock, or
It
it's
is
past.
8:45, right?
Okay,
Okay.
let's go up and just.
I'm gonna haul ass
listen for a
outside.
minute.
Is there any building outside that's taller than the others that I could get a better view?
There is the Tower de Belém. It is an old ritual sacrifice tower where the Besht used to
What?
make animal offerings.
Ooze.
At present, it is just used as a signal house for the Marzak military.
So that was great. That was affected by an ooze.
Yes.
But a body that wasn't affected by an ooze.
Yes.
Which was used to pass through the grate but didn't damage anything but the grates.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So it's some kind of acidic creature.
Wait.
But we have a clear perp on an Oni, and now we have this ooze figure that is co-conspiratorial somehow.
I thought that they were more like wild animals.
Slimes? Yeah, slimes are wild
Slimes.
animals, yeah.
They're like scavengers. So maybe it smelled a dead thing.
But didn't touch the body.
Well, maybe it smelled. Maybe it found out the body was there somehow, sensed it, and then. But by the time it got to here, they had removed everything from the crime scene. They had removed the body.
What
Maybe
if?
it's totally unrelated.
What if there was something the killer didn't want us to see at the crime scene that they used the slime to erase and then threw it down the grate, and it was targeted at the sewer water, so that's why it only affected the grate and didn't slop along the walls.
Well, the walls are stone, so it
It would-
only messed with the metal, not the wood, not
Are
the
there
stone.
slimes that only affect metal? Are there
Yes.
things that
I
are
think most. I think
Most
they're
slimes, actually.
most slimes
either
only
they're
affect
either
metal?
oozes or it's not a black pudding.
I assume it's not a black
I
pudding.
really hope it's not a black pudding.
Gelatinous cube.
I had a
gelatinous
fun,
cubes eat organic material.
fun fact. I, as a level
We-
1 character, fought a black pudding. That was scary.
Yeah, it actually would have left the metal alone.
I'm thinking, and if we're metagaming this too much, I don't know how much
No, that's
Yeah.
fine. I
we
don't
would
care.
know about.
Ooze
The
differential.
You
The
can go do a
monsters.
little research if you want.
Um,
Remember, the next location is a library.
Yeah,
I would
that's fair.
say
Okay.
it's fair to us to know that there are differences in oozes, right?
Yes.
We
Yeah.
research the differences.
Yeah, I'm actually looking at green slime. Green slimes affect flesh, organic material, and metal only. So
Okay.
They get pretty weird, yeah.
So
Alright,
here, what if there was a thing that was fleshy that they didn't want found at the crime scene for some reason?
It's possible, but right now I think we should just keep an
moving.
eye out for something, considering it's about to attack again if it's going to continue an insane pattern.
mhm.
I'm going to go up there and try and get a better view. If I see anything, I will let you all know.
I'm gonna disguise myself as Murzakian.
Can I retcon and have 2 sending stones to give to them?
Yes.
Alright, cool. I bought sending stones. Just tell me how much I would have had to spend.
Let's see how much a sending stone costs. I know in Eberron I have-
$300 a piece.
I mean,
300 gold a piece.
meh.
Where are you getting all this fucking money?
You didn't ask.
I didn't.
What is the skin tone palette of Murzakians?
They're generally fairly tan, but they don't get ridiculously colored.
Okay, out of parentheses, I don't do that because I don't want a fantasy.
Well, they're based off of Buddhist and Islamic empire, so you can get as pale as someone from Lebanon or as dark from someone as like from Oman or like Algeria. So I think very pretty broadly.
I try to disguise as one without accidentally blackfacing.
Alright, perfect. You make yourself Lebanese. Got it. Yeah. You disguise yourself as a Marzakian. Got a little bit more pip in your step.
If what's his name? God damn it! Who played Iron Man?
I'm gonna say
If Robert Downey Jr. can do it,
I'm gonna say 20 gold.
you can do it in a fantasy game.
Okay, so
60 in total.
so 60 gold is 6 platinums.
You each have communications equipment now.
So that's 42.
I will add.
Cool. Yeah, ascending
It's
stone.
a slime that only eats gummy bears.
Okay, I need you
Me.
all to roll a d8.
You just described to me. Roll a what?
roll a d8.
8.
You roll a d8. 7.
Alright, Steven, you rolled an 8, right?
Yes. 8, 7,
I rolled a 3.
8,
Alright,
7,
and Coleman, you
Alright.
rolled a 7.
3.
Yes.
Ascending stone. Wait, why is this not? Oh, oops, I'm being stupid. I gotta do this first.
And you got a 3, Dylan?
Yeah, I have 3.
There's actually a table from Acquisitions Incorporated called Quirks of Your Sending Stone. And I was like, oh, that's funny. So I just PM'd to you on Discord what is wrong with your sending stone.
Perfect. That's amazing. Is it from the DMG or the AL?
It's from AI, Acquisitions
Oh,
Incorporated.
AI,
There's a Quirks
okay.
of Your Sending Stone
So
page.
I will
It's a flipstone.
Is it really?
Yeah, no, that's not. If you roll a 1, it's a flipstone. And then one of them is that it gets great reception everywhere except where you need it to get reception.
That's which was that?
That's number 2.
Okay, what was 3?
Oh,
it
God.
sometimes picks up other magical conversations.
Okay.
Mine's voice activated so that every time I talk to someone, it tries to send a message to someone else. So anytime I talk to one of them, it also sends it to the other person.
Yeah.
Oh, that's actually great.
So it's just a walkie-talkie.
I don't have to do it individually. I could just, anytime I say something, well, that's perfect for me, since I'm being...
You're just like, take this down, Siri.
Yeah.
Alright, so you go over to the Tower to Bellum.
Yes.
You're going to climb to the top and
I'm
kind of...
going to fly to the top, thank you.
Oh, yeah. Fucking scrub. You're going to fly to the top. All of a sudden, the anti-aircraft guns go... Yeah, okay, they should have those up. You didn't get your flying permit, though.
If I get in trouble, I get in trouble.
The Marzocchi Aviation Authority.
Rudy Giuliani's the reason we didn't have anti-aircraft guns at the World Trade Center. Bam.
Sad. So, go up there and give me a perception check. Do you want to get up there stealthily, or are you just going to fly in the air and be as obvious as possible?
Oh, no, definitely. Stealth first.
Now, Orla and Eiffel, what are you two ne'er-do-wells going to get up to?
We, I believe, are walking to the library,
Okay.
and on the way, I'm trying to keep an eye out for. I don't know what it's like in the streets, but if there's somewhere I can get him treated for this, unless you have less restoration.
I also, if there's like shops along the way, buy supplies for my dumbass Marzocchi and aristocrat disguise idea.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. It was a 21 stealth and an 18 perception.
Okay. You arrive at the top, and while you're up in the tower, it's so tall you can actually see these two bundling ne'er-do-wells going down the street. You can see Eiffel looking at himself in a mirror going, I don't know, does that mole have to be there?
At least it's not the head shit.
As you say that, suddenly. There is a small kind of late night pharmacy. You can see the guys kind of sweeping up and getting ready to close shop. You can see a small vial on the front that says 10 gold, potion of lesser restoration. You're like, oh, thank God.
I would take it. As I chug it, I'm like, the worst thing about the giant head was the induced diabetes.
Do you still have a giant head? Have we not fixed
No,
that?
I got fixed.
Okay,
I
fixed
got
it? Good.
Yeah, we fixed it. So, your disease is taken care of. It costs you 10 gold. Now,
Oh my God.
your disguise has been taken care of. And you purchased some traditional Marzak clothing from a very upset Besht shop owner. And Orla, what do you wish to do at the library?
I guess I'll take a look around the crime scene and see what details about this particular murder I can find out
Okay.
while he's climbing the doohickey.
Yeah,
You can see that the library.
On the way though, did we hear anything?
Yeah.
I was hoping to get a sense of something on the way.
It's relatively quiet. The city is overwhelmingly Besht, and they adhere to a Besht time scale. They kind of go to bed relatively early.
Okay.
Things are starting to shut down. There's kind of an eerie calm. You do remember that there's an OE and it only they can fucking fly, so you're probably not going to be able to hear its footsteps.
Mm-hmm.
I'm listening for a scream of the next victim. Is
Yep.
what I'm listening for.
Okay.
Yeah.
You arrive in the front of the library. You can kind of get a ready impression from the old script on it and some other architectural details. It used to be a Besht reliquary, but it is now the principal library for the city of Saduba. Are you going to investigate the crime scene, or do you want to wait for the 9 o'clock mark and see if you hear the scream?
I will wait outside for the 9 o'clock.
Roll my perception with advantage. And
Me
you may
too?
do so as well, yeah.
Okay.
Eiffel isn't paying attention. What does Eiffel do?
4, so 16.
Besides minister my disguise, I don't know.
That's a 21.
You're telling me that I'm not paying attention, so what am I not paying attention to?
No, I asked you, are you paying attention?
What is the context of the room I'm in?
Get that in the
You're actually outside on the street. The shops are kind of shutting down. It's relatively quiet.
I don't know. I would be.
Alright, well go ahead and roll
I fail.
I got
it. So
18.
how are you distracted, Eiffel?
Dude, this one isn't even on me. Okay, there's a dog that decided to attack my leg, and it turned into a much more mortally fatal situation than I intended, as it literally knocks me the fuck over.
You fall into the puddle. The dog urinates on you and then barks and walks away. As Orla, you can actually hear distant laughter from
I call out to the dog. Normally, I have to pay for that.
You hear shrill laughter in the distance as Myro is actually watching this occur. Orla also gets a faint chuckle. So, Myro, what did you get?
21.
Okay, and what did you get?
18.
18. Okay, the 21 and the 18. You hear a piercing scream occurring in the northern end of town.
How far from where I am?
Probably about 500 feet or so.
Shit, that's far off.
It peters through it's very loud and very shrill. It is occurring in the northern end of town. What do the three of you wish to do?
I'm taking off.
I'm flying over there.
Give me whatever check you believe is appropriate to see how expediently you get there.
I mean, I just dashed.
Athletics,
60 feet
yeah.
flying for me. I can just over
Okay.
everything.
I'm going to say because of the vantage point. Actually,
I just use chase mechanics to dash, bonus action dash.
Okay.
Yeah, that's dash bonus.
You arrive where you believe the attack occurred. It's to be a large, concentrated courtyard. You can tell that it used to be the old defensive fort. You can see the two of you are familiar with the imperial word for a fort, a masada, and you can see that it is an old Besht masada. Yeah, how can I help you out?
Detect magic. Guidance.
Perfect. Okay, good. You can actually, Eiffel, you detect traces of invisibility magic coursing in the air about 10 feet of you, like the faint tailing remnants of it going
Faster
into a
than
window.
you.
Huh?
I can. Wait. Yeah.
Fly 60 feet around?
No. Yeah. Well, not for chasing rules. It's 90.
Well, okay.
But I have a
Like,
30-foot
around.
flying speed. I have a 40-foot movement speed, but I have a 30-foot flying
Oh, okay.
speed.
Alright.
You determine
They're the
that
same,
in the larger
They can
tower,
also bonus action dash.
Right.
Yeah.
in the larger tower of the Masada, you determine that there is the remnants of magic kind of residually on the exterior of the window. It was warded and the wards were broken and then something flew in. What would you all like to do? And do you relay that information to your comrades?
Sparkly trail stuff. The wards got busted.
Which
Quick,
direction
throw your
is...
cocaine at it!
Suddenly the invisible creature can be seen. It is allergic to cacao. It dies instantly. Okay, that'd be pretty funny. I might allow that. I'm gonna have a 1% chance of a creature being allergic to having cocaine thrown on it.
Well, no,
I'm gonna do to you what Peru did to Bolivia.
Oh, Jesus.
If what's the ground like?
The ground?
Yeah.
Stones.
Not dirt. Shit.
Okay. The entire area is paved. You can see that you can theoretically kick open the door and then go up into the tower if you wish to do that. Or are you terrified? Being
Wait, hold on. If you give me 10 minutes, I can see if that's a good idea.
No, thank you.
The screams came from inside.
Yes, on the top floor.
Yeah, I fly up there.
Okay. You look through the window and you see a Marzak aristocrat. She has been cleaved in half. There is pooling blood everywhere. And give me another perception check.
22.
Damn.
You notice that there is, oddly enough, a kind of large grate on the top of the tower, which seems to be some kind of garbage chute, and it is rusted shut.
Oh my god, wait. My brain just exploded. Hold on. I look at this person. There's like no signs they were acided
We're
correct.
still outside.
Yeah, I guess you
Are
lost
there
that
any
first
slimes
up.
that don't burn people?
I think we're barking up the wrong tree when it comes to slimes.
I like the idea that maybe he's covering something up with a slime, but
What if he's just having the
what if he's
bodies
still
transported here via the slimes for reasons that I literally don't know?
What would I roll to know more about what magic a Oni can do?
Arcana? Nature, I guess? Nature. It's a nature check.
Okay, it's the same.
is the door
Doesn't
locked?
matter.
The front door locked?
Okay.
Yeah.
So 16.
Okay.
Your one thing I forgot to mention with your posse combatus thing, if it's a locked door in an official building, put it on there, opens it. So you basically have like a search warrant.
The thing on our weapons?
Yeah, you're deputized, so you can just unlock the door and then go out there.
Oh, cool. I'll do that.
Alright,
while he's
I cannot
investigating.
wait to abuse his authority if I have time.
Me too.
Ma'am, quick, you have to go to the station. No, don't put on your clothes, it's fine. Just come on, ma'am. So anyway,
16.
and what were you trying to roll again? Sorry, I got distracted by the rain.
Balls. Trying to get
Roll for balls.
like to know if like what kind of spells an Oni can use or how like what magic it has.
What did you get?
16.
Okay, let me just double check here.
16.
They can at will darkness and invisibility. That is what you determine for that. Their spell save DC is not greater than 15. You can tell though that this does not seem to be customary Oni behavior. There is something else going on.
Okay.
Yeah, so like,
Actually,
from our history check earlier, can I say what I believe Oni behavior to be?
you can just straight up read off the stat block.
As far as I know, Onis, they normally just human traffic and shit like that.
They're not murderers.
They don't normally do murders. They insinuate themselves into various dens of villainy, position themselves as leaders, and usually perform human trafficking.
Well, do they... I guess this one's turned hitman.
But what is it hunting?
Or is it being controlled?
Or what is it hiding?
What's the significance of this new victim? I go up the stairs.
Give me a quick kind of ocular pat down with advantage. You can give me a perception check with advantage.
Perception check? Okay.
Yep. Or investigation, your choice.
That's it's definitely perception. That's a 19. That's a 15. So 19.
You kind of start digging around in the room and whatnot, and find that she is basically the governor militant of town that is in charge of policing the district.
Oh, so she's a big fucking deal.
Yeah, she's like the Lord Mayor. And when you start looking over the dossier, you see that all the people in town have been progressively more and more important, and this seems to be the most important person in town who was just slain.
Alright, what enemies do these people have in common?
They're all aristocrats or of high status. And it seems like it was continuing to get higher and higher status until basically she's the head of the whole fucking city.
Are they all... She's head of the town guard.
She's the Lord.
I just look at my Marzakian card deck. I'm like, you really had a theme here that you could have done. Next would have been the king.
Yeah, it would have been pretty
You
good.
could have been so good, Dexter. What's wrong with you?
God damn it. Alright, so what do we want to do next? What are the schemes, what are the angles, what do we want to investigate? You have sewer
Can you
break-
still see that trail?
Oh yeah.
Wait, can you
Step
fly?
Yes.
Why don't you just pick me up and we follow the trail?
I don't have
Trail.
a good strength. Is there a trail?
Goes into the grate.
What the
Son of a bitch.
What the fuck?
Wait, like out of
What
the
the
grate?
fuck?
Or into the grate.
Well, but could we follow it? Is what I'm saying.
You could follow it technically backwards, but it's like the grate. It's
Oh my
stronger
God.
going
Hold
into
on.
the grate.
Hold on,
So the creature
Brady.
flew in here, stabbed the lady, and then went into the grate.
And then
I'm
which is on
I'm-
the roof.
yeah.
Which goes out to the.
It's
to
in the room. It's like
Yeah, but
imagine
it
it
going
like a
through the grate
garbage
rusted
chute.
the gate. The grate.
It's
Yeah.
like a garbage chute, like a very
But-
fancy Marzakian garbage chute that they installed in post. So
Do I
it's not
get
native.
the sense that the rust impedes opening the grate?
Yes.
But
Except
that's
part
where
of it.
they left.
Would you like me to open the grate?
Yeah, they left by going.
Open the grate.
All right, I'm going to open the grate.
Go ahead.
I have some kind of feature that makes that.
Athletics.
You can do so
Well,
with
yeah,
an
but I
aim.
have another thing.
Oh.
Brute.
Oh, yeah. You double damage.
I forget that you're not
Advantage
literally
on
just a
athletics
half orc.
checks. Nope.
The Cedar actually based off of half orcs. You can see.
I'm essentially what I am though.
Yeah.
Basically a big ass Gaelic.
What'd you get?
You said advantage, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
That was
me
terrible. So that was 8 and a 9. Okay, so 9 plus 9,
18.
18.
Hold on. Hold on.
Hmm?
I give you a shot of bravery.
Nice. I can't read that.
4,
21. So
21.
You deftly break open the grate and it clampers down. It is roughly the size of a person. You could slide down there. It'd be a tight squeeze.
Does it look like it's large enough for a large creature? I guess it can
They
change,
can change
it,
size pretty
easily.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't think it could fit through a grate without. Could it just? Would it look like the grate was openable before it got rusted?
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess it's rusting the grate to like hide its escape, and confuse the shit out of me in the process.
Trying to make people think it's a noose.
I don't know. I think it's
Is
just
it-
trying
can
to
they do
prevent
that?
us from me telling this person, use fly me up grate.
Does the grate go up or down?
It goes down.
I go down
It's
the
in
grate.
floor, yeah.
I
28.
jump
It's like
down.
a garbage
Is that,
chute.
is that where we're going?
I jump
Okay,
down the
he's
garbage
going.
chute.
Jesus
I jump down the
Stealth
garbage chute.
behind. I'll let you go next, and then I stealth behind the two of them.
Can I see to the bottom?
19,
Will I know
20,
when he hits the
21,
bottom?
22,
There's really no lights in it, so you just see this enormous galoo go. Woo.
Alright, I'll wait 10 seconds and jump down the grate.
Okay then. You just like drop 30 feet.
And
so-
I'm gonna like spider crawl down with a.
You can fly.
Give me a con.
Oh yeah, I'll just stealthily fly on it. That's fair.
Unless you do something to slow your descent.
How are you able to fly?
Listen, the best I
Warlock.
got is I can
It's,
calm my
it's a
emotions
Warlock
class.
to make me really
Oh.
determined in this action.
Or
That's the
subclass.
best.
Alright, I'll give you advantage on it. 'cause
It's
you
one
like-
of Olivia's subclass.
Yeah, I just simply made it so getting
this is a
flying
con
super
save, that's a
hard, but
15.
I forgot about that. You got what?
That's a 15 if it's just straight up.
You fall down into a large pile of garbage, which largely cushions you, and you slide forward into what seems to be broken glass and a bunch of other nonsense. You get a few nicks and scratches and what have you, but it's pretty fine.
We're ruining our fine clothes. We didn't get any logic before we did this.
Yeah. I'm in Mirzaki in
fun can
disguise. I'm in Mirzaki in disguise.
I can float above it all.
This is my fine clothes.
Okay, alright.
All right, you are now in the sewer system. What would we like to do?
I'm sneaking, flying, like well behind them, and just keeping an eye out.
I'm gonna
It's a-
recast detect magic, see what I see.
Yeah, it's a 28 stealth, by the way.
I'll take up a point position as we're going through this, but like not that far ahead of you, so that you can direct me where the detect magic is.
I don't know if I see the path down here or if it's some weirder bullshit.
The pattern.
He was the great.
Yeah.
So-
Ends up being a mimic after all.
Goddamn hilarious.
It's always a mimic.
The pile of garbage.
Dungeon adventure where the whole dungeon is a mimic.
I put thought
It's just
into
trying
it.
to eat you.
There's
Flashbacks.
the players in my Icewind Dale campaign are about to get to Yethrin, right? And they
Yeah.
used mimics as building materials back then in the days. And so they don't know this. They're going to cross a literal bridge that's a mimic.
That's fucking awesome.
Chomp!
That is amazing.
Everybody forgets though that mimics can talk.
Oh, nice.
They
Um, I did not know that.
Yes.
What's it called? There's a comic about this lich guy who's a nice dude that paladins keep trying to kill, but it doesn't work because none of the paladins are virgins. And then he just has like a social life talking to a vampire and other monsters.
Wow.
That's fun.
It's like Jerry the Skeleton Man or something.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen it. It's pretty fun.
But anyway, one chapter they meet a mimic, and it's like it's just a thing of treasure sitting out here in the open. I mean, like this is clearly a trap, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's treasure. Why would there just? Who would do this as a trap? Hey, are you looking at my chest? And then that mimic talked in that bit.
That's really funny. Alright, so your divination magic is a little bit weaker down here in the sewers. What we have is sewer system kind of goes forward a little bit. And can someone give me an Arcana check?
Sure. You too.
Nope.
That is entirely Eiffel's wheelhouse.
I was about to
is
say.
the Arcana check because he also has expertise
no.
in it.
Oh, is the detect magic still giving him a trail?
It kind of is wavering away, but it seems to point that the creature did land here and then move forward. But it kind of
15.
I got a 6, so.
As you look down, as you look into the sewer, you see that the architecture ahead of you starts to change from the Marzakian sewer into what seems to be an older, repurposed Besht tunnel. And what's strange about the Besht tunnel is that it seems to be made out of like mirrors in glass, and continues to, and it kind of goes on a sharp descent deeper into the plateau, further underground.
Eiffel gets like a weird look and is like, and so the hunter goes deeper, deeper, but who shall be trapped? It's not really a reference. I'm just trying to be like one of those weird detectives when they say shit that sounds like it could mean stuff but doesn't.
Yeah.
So, anyway, ahead of you seems to be the lair of the creature. What would we like to do?
Stealth our way in, yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'll go first.
Be careful here.
Do I need to re-roll, or can I use the stuff that I have been using?
For this particular section, you actually only need to roll perception.
I just have a random. I'll let this happen first, but I have a random question after your thing.
Fuck.
Because I have a 20 dex and because of mage armor. And a shield. So I'm. You said 20 for
20?
perception.
For perception? You start moving forward through the hall of mirrors, and the mirrors reflecting and endlessly cycling images is disorienting and confusing. It seems to be almost a maze and what have you, but you keep bearing forward truthfully. Does anyone else follow behind?
I'll fall 10 feet behind.
All right, 10 feet behind. You may roll perception with advantage. And how about you, Eiffel? The same, you're going to fall 10 feet?
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Okay.
13.
Okay.
What do I know about... Do I know what Ken has said about Besht stuff? Not like his character, but Ken himself has said to me about Besht stuff.
You know a little bit of this stuff, but...
Okay, so I just know a little bit of stuff. Okay.
You are welcome to roll a history check, because...
This feels like there's some double purpose to this that I can't get.
There's one segment which you skipped over to go here, where you would have figured out why there is a fucking hall of mirrors in the... You're welcome to roll history in order to figure that out.
Garbage. 11.
It's only a
1,
12.
I think. Yeah, mine.
No, 13.
Mine's a 12. Pretty sure. Yeah, 12.
Okay, the city itself, the Besht, when they originally designed it, there is a labyrinth that is underneath the city, which is legendarily difficult to map or determine or deduce. I know I said the thing about the divination magic not working. It's kind of fuzzy on the surface, but you're only doing just detect magic and stuff. But down here, divination magic straight up does not work.
I no longer see
So
anything
the
with my
trail is a
special
hard
eyes.
cutoff as soon as
Yeah.
we hit the mirrors, basically.
Yeah, it's going to just immediately cease.
Well,
It frustrates all
I don't want to
attempts.
go in there.
Anyone ever see the movie Us?
Yeah.
Getting some Us vibes now.
Yeah, this is actually kind of a model off that a little bit. Now, as I need everyone to give me 3 perception checks as they enter the hallway, or religion. You can do perception or religion.
Can I, before we enter
There are-
this, are we about to go into a maze right now?
There
Is
are
that what we're
over
doing?
300 miles of tunnels underneath the city. Only 10 miles of them are mapped. Da-da-da.
Yeah.
So are we going into a labyrinth right
We're
now?
on a
Yeah,
labyrinth.
basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Labyrinth.
All right, I'm
let's get
tying a
some
rope
Yeah.
to the
Yeah.
fucking
I give
a
you my
grape
rope.
or something that we just dropped down here.
Okay.
We only
I don't know how we're
have...
going to get out if we
We
get back. but at
only
least
have
we can get out.
100 feet.
I have 50.
We all have 50, yeah.
Yeah, so we only have 150 feet of rope.
I was gonna
I
run.
have
We
nothing.
can't tie it to the grate now.
Is there
Because we
something
already went way
fairly
down.
solid underneath the hole that we popped out that I can tie a
There's
rope
all
to?
the garbage and everything. There's maybe some old mounts that are on the wall that rusted away. You might be able to tie the rope to it.
Is there this is garbage. Is there like a garbage bag? Something large and nasty that I can drag behind us?
There is a large burlap sack. The exterior of the sack is like beet red. You don't want to know what's in the bag.
Is
but
it leaking?
It is leaking, but it is very heavy.
Does the maze go
Good.
down?
Great.
It
I'm
goes
going to
down.
tie that.
I've got a
to my
solution.
waist.
We're going to find something flammable. When we need to leave the maze, we're going to burn it. We're going to follow the smoke trail along the ceiling.
Huh. That'd be a very interesting
That's a
idea.
good idea.
I like that idea. That's very clever.
I'm still going to tie this bag of nasty, disgusting garbage to myself so that it drags up behind on the floor and leaves a trail.
You can tell that down the hall. Didn't you have dark vision?
I don't think so.
Oh my god. Do I get it finally live the dream where I don't have to hear someone say I have dark vision?
You took that away from us when you forced us to play your classes.
Let's see.
I think Ken was the only one with dark vision.
I'm checking. Hold on. Let's see. 2 attributes.
I don't have dark vision.
I do not.
I don't have dark vision.
But I have torches. But I am. Fuck.
I don't want to say that you had the option of giving me dark vision, and I didn't take it.
Some of the, I think only one Alfurian subrace gets in it.
I didn't get it.
Oh.
I feel like there was like an option, and I was like, nah. I'll do the other thing because the other thing seems more useful than dark vision.
And here we go in the tunnel.
Well, we've all got torches.
As you light your torches, they actually give you greater distance than you normally would in the tunnel, and you can see that the tunnel is a good 100 feet long, and beyond that, it's darkness.
Okay.
All right.
I'm glad I did the trash can trail.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna continually be checking for traps and making sure
Okay.
we're not about to
Each of you give me 3%. Actually, Myra, you can give me 2 perception checks.
and then a thieves tool. or check for the
the
traps?
only if we get separated, the Oni could totally impersonate one of us.
Yeah, so don't
Let's
get
have a
too
Yeah, I can
let's
separate.
have a passphrase.
Hey! Actually, that is a brilliant idea. Yeah, go ahead.
I just whisper the word bots.
That would work. Alright, so that is.
You see Eiffel around the corner, completely sober and clean. You're like,
He comes around and tries to say the password, but just says bottoms.
Thunk!
all right.
You say anything like, "Howdy guys, what's up?"
So, you can give me 3 perception checks or 3 religion checks. You
And
don't have
then-
to give me 2.
2 and then 1 thieves.
Yeah, then 1 thing.
Okay, so the perception, the first one is 21, second one is
just Minecraft the walls.
20,
Going.
and
Just
then
take a
thieves
little bit
check.
of soot.
Damn.
Put
Is
it on the right side of the wall every time.
2, 3, 24.
Right,
Feed
you
yourself.
maintain cohesion within the bewildering maze of mirrors. Orla, give me 3 perception checks. Or
Are
religion.
there any traps or anything?
There's nothing of note.
Okay.
Because everything is literally made out of mirrors, so it's just kind of bewildering to check anything. Even the ground is mirrors.
Is the
What's up?
never
Oh,
mind.
that's gonna
Never mind,
cause
it's all
some-
mirrors. It's not going to help. I was trying to find another visual way to keep us to track, but
Somebody can.
the best thing that I've got is putting this up on the floor.
It's gonna look so.
The
if
first
you're-
one is like.
Literally dragging
7.
trash across mirrors, just.
Well, I was thinking on top of that, taking the torch and putting soot on the walls. But if it's on the walls and we're in a fucking hall of mirrors, that's just going to be more confusing.
Hold on. Yeah. So visually, this is the most annoying thing ever because it's total darkness in a 4-room hall of mirrors, staring straight down with torchlight
Mhm.
illuminating things.
It's going to be very.
It's the end of Return of the Dragon.
My
Well,
eyes!
it's not only is it that, it feels like Apocalypse Now because it just visually makes no sense.
Yep.
Indeed.
Alright, so-
Alright, so the first perception was complete trash. It was 5.
Oh, wait!
Okay.
Wait,
You don't need to bring the trash.
I don't.
I can do that with prestidigitation. Instantly clean or soil an object no longer than 1 cubic feet. I can
Yes,
just,
but you're checking for traps.
Yeah, that's true.
You can't
yeah,
do
you
two
do your
things
thing.
at
Alright, so we
So
have 5.
5.
Alright.
Nice.
20.
Alright.
Dirty.
Alright.
And
Nat
20 natural.
20.
Wow, perfect. As you are definitely making your way through the tunnel, with the 5, you see, you determine that the tunnel and the refracting glass and mirrors and everything disguises conveniently placed jagged pieces of glass that cut you, and you slice your hands. Roll me a d4 really quick.
I've got danger sense though.
What would that give you?
It just gives you advantage on
It gives
dex
me
checks.
advantage on dex saves.
Oh, well,
And
it's just
stuff like that. 4.
Nice.
You take 4 slashing.
Not bad. Not
Ow.
good.
All right. Aside from that, though, you arrive at the bottom of the tunnel, unscathed aside from the 4 slashing damage. Okay. Eiffel. Religion check or perception check?
3 of
Yes,
them.
religion.
Oh, go ahead. Give me 3 religion rolls.
The first one was a 21.
Okay.
The second one was a 23, parentheses, natural. And the third one was a 13.
Wow.
No, I'm still sneaky.
Okay, good. The deftness of your faith and your belief and your willpower and your God's divine providence brings you safely to the end of the tunnel. Ahead of you, you see that there are 3 doors, and they are mirror doors, and your reflections, and you see your reflections standing in front of the door. What would you like to do?
The mirror only shows you
I'm going.
what one's heart truly desires most.
I'm gonna check them.
It's just like you with like an extra beer. You're like, yeah.
Why do I look like Scarface right now?
That's 14, 15, 16.
Have you? I don't know if you've seen that scene from the Harry Potter movie or remember it.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
21 on checking for
I
traps.
saw an edit recently where it was a crawfish boil.
Yeah. There you go.
There's nothing.
No traps? Alright, I'm gonna back up and just be like, should we just pick one? I don't think we should split up against
No,
it.
I don't think we should.
Oni.
No.
What if we split up and then it's really cool that we somehow survive, or at least one of us survives after the other 2 were brutally murdered?
Remember that time in the campaign we ran in the pirate game where me and Olivia were just fucking around getting magic items by the gallon wall? Coleman and everyone else is being brutally destroyed by this monster.
I'm sorry, Coleman.
We should probably stick
That
together.
one was rough. That was the one that that was when I got
You
turned into.
died and we had to cast water breathing on you because you're too dumb to breathe.
I hope you didn't quit because of that session.
No, I didn't. No. I
Okay.
didn't. That was funny.
Okay,
All right.
so what do we want to do here?
Are there any clues about any differences about these doors, or all 3 of them are identical?
They seem to.
It seems like something out of Conan.
They're just
The Destroyer had this scene.
beautiful, beautiful. Each door just seems to reflect your image, and there is a door handle.
Alright.
Let's just start with 1.
Yep.
You open the door.
6. So the farthest to the right, I am going to mage hand the door open from like 50 feet away.
The sword is drawn.
And I'm like, me.
You turn the doorknob and you see the reflection in the mirror kind of give you a kind of do you mind face, but the door does not budge.
Oh, these are magic mirrors. Yay.
Yes.
I try all 3 of them with the mage hand then. I go down
Wait,
the
wait,
line,
wait.
Dink, dink.
I am gonna cast suggestion on the mirror.
What? That is fascinating. All right, what are you gonna suggest?
I'm gonna say, mirror, show us the heart of the maze.
The heart of the maze. Huh. Okay. Let me just roll a quick little save here.
I don't know if this is a sentient mirror. It's magical. I don't know if it's sentient.
No, I think yeah.
It is
Worth
not.
shot.
It automatically fails.
Yeah, I'm almost out of spells, guys.
That was
Already?
intelligent.
Yeah.
the
How?
I
detect
have 2
magic.
healing. I have detect magic. I broke detect magic to cast calm emotions to try to remove damage. I had to recat. It's been bad.
the mirror looks at you.
No, we slept since the last time, since
Yeah,
calm
we've had a
emotions and all
rest.
that kind of stuff.
No, the trash chute.
You used calm emotions?
I did.
He did to give himself advantage on the
What the
concept.
fuck?
Okay.
We're gonna die when the Oni shows up.
All right.
All right, so the
Maybe don't do that anymore.
mirror you looks at you
I think I have 2 spell slots left.
and gives a faint curtsy and a bow. What do you do?
I'm gonna repeat the action.
I'll open the door that he just. We all saw that.
I have got
I'll
my
just open that door.
sniper trained.
You go up to open the door with Dylan's reflection in it, with Eiphel's reflection in it, and then the reflection puts up his hands in a frustrated example, like, and the door does not open.
Wait, so each one has one of our reflections in it.
Yes.
We have to open our own door.
Oh no! Fuck, open the door.
What if there's things I don't? I open the door.
All right, I'm right next to you.
I open the door.
All right. What do you do in response to them giving you a faint bow and a curtsy?
I repeated the gesture. Is what I said.
Oh, okay. You go to open the door, and you see them go, kind of tip their hat, and then they step out of the way of the reflection, and the mirror disappears. And there's a doorway behind it, and you can walk through.
I walk through.
Is there anything in the hall that we can see?
It just seems, on the other side, it seems to be a single hallway that leads to another door made out of brass.
Okay, I'm gonna open my door.
I stop going down the corridor and turn
Don't
around.
go yet.
You turn the doorknob to open your door, and your reflection looks at you and just dismissively shakes its head and acts impetuous.
Fuck, we can only open one door.
Should I smash them?
I mean,
should we investigate?
Conan the Destroyer.
do we want to punch through the wall and just see what happens?
It's an ancient
I don't know,
religious
we're
artifact,
kinda
possibly sealing evil.
That's true. we
Let's
probably
smash
shouldn't
it.
fuck with
Let's fucking smash it. Because we're a murder hobo colonists.
What are you trying to do here?
We're doing two different things at once. So
13.
Alright, what are you
we're
doing
either
now?
smashing all the doors or we're going down the corridor that's already open.
I'm gonna do a religion check. It was a 13. See if there's some kind of voodoo bullshit that is sealing evil behind something or not.
You're getting the impression here that normally this would be a cohesive space, and you get the feeling that it seems to be a series of trials for some kind of ritual. But whatever the Marzak did to ground the city in reality has caused them to be out of order necessarily. So you're not really getting an impression of what the ritual is necessarily about, but you get the feeling that this is kind of a moral test.
Right. Let's just go down that one.
All right.
Okay, perfect.
I was 50-50 on destroying the thing, just so you know.
Do you want to know what the shit was? Since you just cast suggestion on it.
No.
You don't? You
No.
don't want to know? Okay. Smashing it would have been terrible.
Don't tell me that either.
All right. So you go down the door and you open the brass door, and on the other side is a large room about 30 feet wide, and the floor is just riddled with gems and diamonds and silks and gold and platinum.
Found the Cave of Wonders.
Don't touch it.
In the dead center of the room, atop a pedestal, is a sapphire about the size of a human head.
Is there a door?
We can see all the way across the room.
Yeah,
Be
on the
clear.
other side is another door.
This is just paltry material wealth, and it's not like drugs, alcohols, or booze.
There's narcotics. There's needles.
Okay, I'm gonna make a wisdom save.
Oh.
The next-
What did you get?
Just keep going Abu on us.
Also the other thing too is in the room are, as you kind of stoop down to grab what you see is a very nice bottle of scotch. You see that it is being gripped by a hand that has apparently been crushed under the weight of all these gems. And as you lift up the bottle, the door behind you shuts and disappears.
Fuck!
Hold on.
I look up.
You see nothing necessarily on the ceiling aside from ornamentation. The only thing of descript in the room, the door on the other side has also disappeared, is the sapphire.
I pop the bottle and I pour some out for those who have fallen, and then take a swig.
It's extremely good scotch.
Damn it.
Okay, so I guess we need to hit the sapphire or get the sapphire or something to get out of here.
Okay. What do you want to do? What are we doing with the sapphire?
I was in character. I'm speaking to the group.
Yeah, I goofed that one. That's my bad.
Seems to be a
It
trend.
seems like, what if we just, I don't know. I look at my stuff.
Are we supposed to?
Do we have any? We don't
Does
have any
anyone have a
indication the
pencil?
Onis down here.
Do you have a pencil?
You can tell that there's a lot of bodies in here, and there's a lot of loot. And you get as you look around the corners of the room, you can tell that the pedestal in the center is probably a good 10 feet off of the floor, and that the room kind of has these sharp stairs that go down. So it looks like something has been occurring here, which has been causing the loot to pile up, and people get stuck in here, and then they starve to death. And then there's more loot that keeps accumulating and accumulating and accumulating.
I'm checking the thing for 14. 14 plus 9. No, 14 plus 5. 7. So
Yeah, here, one moment.
21 to check the center pedestal for traps.
You can
And the
tell.
gem.
You look at it and you can see that there doesn't seem to be any outward mechanism to it. There's no give on the ball. There's no. anything, although the sapphire itself seems to glow ever so subtly, you get the feeling that it has some kind of magic attached to it. As you look around the exterior of the room, you can see that there are vents that, see the room is circular, and there's like a small little walkway that's maybe 2 inches off the ground above where the loot is piled up. And then in the back corner are these kind of huge, open areas where it looks like stuff goes in there, like water or something, almost like a runoff in like a well. And so, that's the only real thing of note in the entire room. Yes, I.
I'm going to take 100 gold out of my person, so from 500 to 400, and just throw it vaguely where I took the alcohol from and look around.
You throw it down, and nothing immediately seems to happen.
I look around for more, just making sure that it understands I'm not going to take backsies.
How accessible is the sapphire?
It's right there in the dead center of the room. There's nothing stopping.
It's not like on top of a pile.
No, it's like probably a good 4 feet off the ground on a nice marble pedestal and what have you.
I'll pick it up.
As soon as you touch it, several hundred pounds of gold appears in the air and then just drops on the ground, adding probably another inch, maybe half an inch. So now there's only 1.5 inches left of give before the golden material starts to kind of spill over the walkway.
Does it look proportional?
But
Yeah, it seems to evenly have apparated them in the air, so it didn't crush you necessarily, but you started getting pelted by gold and coins and fingers and drugs.
I meant does it look like it's doubling the amount of stuff in here, or it looks like a fixed amount compared to the rest of the room?
It seems to have generated an even amount of material to make it so that the amount of give left until it goes over that lip. It added about a half inch worth of golden material.
Oh, we're playing an arcade game right now. Is what you're telling me. We're playing the quarterfall arcade
What are we
game.
trying
If we touch the thing, it's going to push the gold over the ledge. Is something will happen? Or am I being an idiot? Right
No,
now?
I feel like there's a thing. I feel like there's a thing. How many inches are left? Let's phrase it this way.
1.5.
Okay,
Every
he's
time?
telling us there are 3 tries left, approximately. That's the number of tries before gold spills into the thing, and that's maybe
Not
escalation
gonna
to.
die.
I don't know if we're gonna die, but that's not great. And that happens when you touched it.
Yeah.
We immediately got gold onto the thing, right?
Yes.
Was I successful in picking it up, or did it budge all?
It didn't bug at all.
Okay.
You just touched it, and then it just seemed to have deposited gold.
And is this a pit that this lip is over?
No. But you can tell that it seems to slope underneath and seem to go under it or something of that nature.
Wait, what goes underneath?
The gold. So say, for example, the gold gets up, it'll go over the walkway, it'll spill into these weird reservoirs, and then clink down somewhere else.
We could just try going down somewhere else,
Yeah,
see where the
that's-
gold goes.
Exactly.
How big are the reservoirs?
They're probably like an inch tall or
Yeah.
something.
Oh,
Okay,
they're tiny.
so
yeah,
they're
very
tiny.
They're like small little slits. You know, like in a pool, you'd see the spill over.
So they're just
They're
drainage.
tiny, and we
Yeah,
don't have
Gold
enough.
drainage.
Gold drainage.
Okay.
Mechanisms you never knew were in Uncle Scrooge's vault.
Okay, and it's not like there's an area that's differently elevated. Is there? There's no differences in elevation.
No, it's very, very uniform.
Okay, so it's not like it's not like the puzzle's redistributing gold throughout the room, correct?
No, it just spawns the gold
just
evenly
spawning
in
gold.
the central reservoir.
From touching it, spawning.
And there's only
And
one
we don't have
exit.
enough gold on our persons to break its fill without touching it. Fucking logic puzzles. What are the differentials from basis?
Are there any
Normal room.
other gems in the room? Like within the piles?
It just seems to spawn a variety of loot. There's diamonds, gold, sapphires, rubies, scrolls,
Okay.
all kinds of stuff. Lots and lots of
I'm
loot.
gonna switch some more alcohol
one of
just to
the-
see if anything different happens from removing value from the room.
You take a drink and nothing changes.
Okay, so I can already get hammered.
Okay. The door that we came in slammed it behind us, right?
And it disappeared.
And disappeared. So there are no more doors in this room.
No, they were gone. You can tell that the people who get stuck in this room have a tendency to die.
Sure.
Who did get? I guess I'll investigate one of the dead bodies.
Sure. Okay, let's do that.
Give me an investigation.
That's a natural 1.
God damn it. Can I give him advantage by, like, helping dig through the piles of gold?
Yes, maybe dig up more of the body.
And with guidance, okay. So we'll see what that does. If I can cast guidance. Can I cast guidance?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's 21 plus 4, 25. I investigate one of the dead bodies.
You dig it up and see that the body seems to date back to the original conquest, so this is probably one of the newer bodies to get in here, so no one has been down here for a few centuries. It's a Marzakian military man. He was wearing a customary old uniform from the Reconquest. He's relatively well preserved. You can still kind of see the fact, the pained expression on his face means he's slowly starved up in here. He has a journal on him, and the journal indicates that when he was in the room, there was about maybe about a foot lower, and it seems he pushed it a bunch of times, wondered why the hell the thing spawns gold, and he started bemoaning God and how God could fail him by allowing him to die in such a horrible place. And then if he ever escaped, he would burn the Besht in their foul sorcery from the earth forever.
Boy, would it be nice if we had our pal that was Besht here.
I like. Is it fair to say my character knows that amount of Besht theology involves patience and waiting? Is there like what does the patient response to this room looks like? This guy punched it a bunch of times and it didn't end up well. We only touched it once. What if like it's a timeout jail and eventually the doors come back? Unless you keep fucking touching the thing.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Maybe it's like one of those traps where it literally kills dummies, if you know what I mean.
The classic one where it's a countdown that goes down to 30 and as long
Yes.
as you wait, then nothing.
It's a variant. That's the idea, I guess. Let's wait
Sure, let's sit and wait.
2 hours. See what happens in 2 hours.
How are you going to kill 2 hours in this room?
I recommend we don't touch the loot.
Is there a spot on the floor we can sit that does not touch
Yeah,
the
the
loot?
lip that's around it, where it goes into those little drain off things, is completely clear of everything.
Is that enough space to sit?
Yeah, it's about 5 feet wide.
Well, I'm gonna fly around
Oh,
and check
it's
the
like
ceiling.
over.
It's like
a bench.
I-
The goal is here, then there's a lip, and it's just like a flat area. So you need to sit on it.
I take like my deck of cards and I like play various versions of solitaire with the Marzakian deck.
Alright.
I'm checking the ceiling.
Alright.
Check the walls.
Alright, give me some investigation check.
Aha. Yeah, mine is too, but I rolled nat 19, so that's a 20. Haha! I only have a +1.
Me too. I got a 10.
Alright,
20, I'm checking the ceilings.
You bundle around everything and see that there seems to be a kind of strange give almost to the ceiling and the walls, but not the basin itself, almost like it is floating on top of something, like it is stacked on top of something. Also, 2 hours pass and nothing happens.
I shove some of the coins through the little hole. Or like pick up as much as I can carry and start stuffing it down the hole.
You hear
Does
kind of
anything
clink,
happen?
clink, 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 and then you can feel that like there's an ever so slight amount of movement, almost like it's hitting something like a bell and it's resonating against a mechanism that's down there. You're welcome to roll perception. To tell you what the hell it just did.
Nat 20.
God damn.
You get the
I like that dice.
That's a good die.
That's a good die. You start thinking about the clinking and the mechanism and the moving and whatnot. You did a lot of, imagine you did a lot of engineering work.
Yeah, to make traps.
Yeah,
And to make fucking
You get the
Kira.
feeling that it's some kind of slouging mechanism, and it would be impossible to get all the gold that's in the fucking pit through the holes in the right amount of time and spacing efficiently in order to trigger the mechanism. You feel like there's some other way that it wants you to deposit as much gold as humanly possible down the hole in order to trip something, and it's impossible to do it manually. You get the feeling that the sapphire.
So then
Mage
you were on the
hand.
right track.
Back,
I
back,
was gonna say
back.
you were on the right track with waiting. Maybe we just have to fill the place up with gold.
Just touch it a lot.
Yeah.
I'm mage hand.
Now there's an inch left.
Do it again.
Beep.
Now there's a half inch left.
To be clear, I'm on the lip, so in case like the floor buckles.
Yeah, yeah.
I got
We're
it.
standing on the bed. We're standing up.
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
flying mage handing this shit. Like, nope. Beep.
And now it is even. So it's
Okay.
a flush.
Alright.
Another larger tranche of gold kind of dumps on, probably a good 3 inches. The gold slopes into the things, and you hear this groaning noise, and all of a sudden the pit in the center starts to completely drain of all of the loot. It starts to slope out rapidly, kind of in a strange gurgling sound.
It just sounds like a slot machine.
It sounds like a slot machine.
Ding, 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 ding. Yeah.
It slopes out.
Cocktail waitresses should pop out of the walls. Pretty.
It slopes out and everything, and all the gold empties out of the room, except conveniently 100. It's a polite
So
trap.
your gold
It's a polite
stays.
trap.
I pick up my 100 gold.
And
You can't undrink this booze, though.
the exit door opens.
Son of a bitch.
Okay.
I'm very proud of this one. Congrats on figuring.
It's
Cool.
an idiot trap, but the idiot trap is just press the button.
It's a Pythagorean cup that used gold. Once you filled it up, it would trigger the Pythagorean
Oh,
cup.
it's the drink cup.
It's the
Okay,
drink
but it
cup, okay.
spills, and I guess it's like a weighted chamber for the opening.
Yeah, and so once you got it to spill, then it would drain the entire thing.
I
Okay,
did that,
sure.
I did that with a solo adventure, where I had the key to the next door was in a pile of acid, but he had to figure out a lever puzzle to get it to go to the right place and actually drain off.
One of these
And
days,
he was just like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna stick my hand in acid."
I'm gonna have a room that's 50 by 50. That includes a 50 by 50 foot wide pool, right?
Mhm.
Of it looks like a softly bubbling liquid, right? And in it, I'm going to strong smelling. Gonna put like an altar or a gem or what MacGuffin thing in it, and it's gonna have flat walls to the pool.
Huh, I love it.
And I guess they're like, is it poison? No. Is it acidic? No. Do you know what the trick is?
No,
No.
what is it?
If you go in, it's entirely a pool of vinegar, which, by the way, is impossible to swim in.
Really?
You are too dense to swim in vinegar. You will sink
Huh.
Wow.
I love that. That's
and then
sweet.
drown.
I love that. All right. As you open the exit door, you see that it exits in what seems to be a very large chamber with a Sphinx statue in the center of it. What would we like to do?
Stealth just in case. Oh no.
What?
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, it's still okay. 16.
Do I associate sphinxes with judgment or riddles or anything?
It is a traditional sign of Besht, judgment, and punishment. You're acutely aware of that. That's-
Okay, so that was the first guess, not the Greek guess.
Yes.
It's an Egyptian sphinx. Hey!
Who are you who enters my chamber so crudely?
Oh, it's not a statue. Fuck.
It's just a sphinx.
Thunk! Just kidding.
We seek a murderer.
I don't know what's crude about it. We figured out your stupid puzzle.
I know the Crete. Those were not my puzzles. Mine are far more illustrious, sumptuous, and delicately crafted. I saw that.
What?
The Sphinx sounds strangely like Ian.
It does.
My genius is peerless. This, amusingly enough, there's a shtick here that is amusingly ironic. My intellect is too grand to devise schemes for simple creatures such as yourselves. So now the task I assign to you is this. I wish to answer a puzzle, for my intellect is so great that you will be incapable of befuddling me, and I shall slay you down if I am not stumped.
Lord of the Rings.
Defeat my great intellect, and you shall pass to the final room, where the thing you seek lies therein.
Is this the Oni?
Huh?
Do I think this is the Oni? Shape-shifting?
Roll insight.
That's good. Good question.
'Cause that's the kind
I
of
know
stupid
nothing.
shit I would do.
I want want you to know the only disguise as a moralistic puzzle that we backpass is hilarious, but so unsatisfying as a player. Like, Jesus Christ.
14. Is this thing true or is it an illusion?
It is fucking real.
Alright.
It is a very pompous Sphinx statue.
Okay.
I've got a puzzle for you.
Regale me!
What is a colloquial poultry bird in a seed?
You can just use a chicken or something.
Damn it! Well, that was boring. Why did the chicken cross the road?
Why?
That's the puzzle. You figured out. You tell me.
Because it saw worms on the other side. Aha! I have defeated you.
Hold on.
Correct.
Sphinx,
Yes.
I know a man.
Answer.
Yes.
And all three of us, and I swear this is true to my God, I have not rehearsed this with them. If I say their first name, both of these individuals will know their last name. Tell me now, can you guess what the last name is? I'll whisper. No, let me think how to do this. I will say the name. I will give you 5 seconds to say the name, and then they both shall say the name together at the same time.
Wait, what? I am so
I'm a
confused.
little
Okay.
lost too. What are we doing?
I'm going to say the first name of a person,
Okay, and I have to guess the last name.
and you have to guess the last name. You have 5 seconds.
Oh my god, I know exactly what you're doing.
And they will, I guarantee, know their last name and say it
Shit, I don't.
together. I
Tell me
guarantee
the
it.
first name. What is this?
Both of these.
1, 2,
Nuts.
3.
Ah! You knew?
My intellect is as vast as the stars in heaven. Febrile mortal. I invented that joke. So purest and graceful is my intellect and age.
I liked it.
You have yet to best me. I shall slay you soon, unless you can entertain me and surpass my great intellect.
What do I have in my pocket?
Can we just shoot him?
Yes.
Okay.
But like,
Are we playing 20 questions?
what do I have in my pocket?
That doesn't even work for half.
Nothing.
That's only a story.
Incorrect.
What do you have in your pocket?
I have pittance. I have rations. Well, I guess the pittance would be in there. I have thieves' tools. I
That
have
is not a riddle, that is sophistry. What is behind me? Can you tell me that?
crap.
Wrong. I am a statue.
It doesn't matter. You lost. You didn't know what I had in my pocket.
You have bested me. Shall grant you passage.
Thanks.
I thought my joke was cooler. What's up?
It was not. So I knew it.
I literally used the Hobbit.
It's a classic. All right. You now enter into the final scene, which is a large, illustrious blood temple.
Jesus.
Which, as you can probably imagine, you know what's in here.
Fantastic.
A friend.
So friendly.
All right.
Alright. Sneaky sneak because new room. Ooh.
Before you is, you're all readily aware, at least most acutely you, eyeball, seems to be an old Besht blood temple used for particular conjuration rites. You can tell that there is blood coursing through the various fonts and sconces, so it seems that it is an active blood temple. You can see blood pouring out of the walls into various vestibules and things of that nature, and it is brightly lit. In the distance, past a faint altar, you can see a Besht statue of a cleric holding his holy symbol, hand outstretched, blood pouring from his eyes into a bowl in his hand.
I have a 27 stealth.
You have 27 cell.
Yeah, I am sneaking around now.
Jesus Christ. All right.
There's no way that Oni fucking deals with this shit. We clearly went down the wrong door.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
But
possible.
we don't have a way back, so.
Yeah.
We gotta figure this out first. So, anyway. I mean, they might be in here. But anyway.
They don't deal with that Sphinx bullshit. I would have hacked it up with my glaive by this point. If I had to go
That's
through the
fair.
Sphinx after every single murder.
Yeah.
Right. So, yeah, I guess we just start looking around.
I want to investigate the statue.
Perception.
That's 18 perception.
I will cast guidance on myself. By the way, is guidance divination? So can I not cast guidance because it's divination?
Oh shit, you're right. I don't think that should.
Okay, I'm gonna just do natural perception.
Yeah, that's divination. You can't do it.
Yeah, 12.
All right. You see nothing out of the ordinary.
What did you get?
18 perception. I'm looking for like an exit or traps. Oh, actually, it'd be higher than that. That's 22.
For investigation.
Because I'm checking for traps too, so it's a 22.
You scour the room you are in, and there is nothing out of the ordinary. There is just a pool of blood. I suppose that actually is kind of out of the ordinary. And on the left and the right, you can see what seem to be sewer grates, and they are rusted.
Son of a bitch.
Ah, connection.
They are.
Finally.
Yeah.
This
Alright.
still doesn't make any sense to me, actually.
We don't know what's going on yet, but that's fine. I'm
At
gonna
least we have a connective thread.
sneak around up here and look into the next room.
All right, go ahead and
Yes.
give me investigation.
A thread from which this mystery could unravel.
13.
You see nothing out of the ordinary, although there are some small statues in the corner, and there seems to be a shrine in the center with a book upon it. And there is writing on the exterior of the pedestal and in the room around its corners.
What writing is it? Is it Besht?
It is imperial, so yeah, it's Besht.
Does anybody speak Imperial?
I think anyone
Nope.
who knows imperial, except for
Except for that guy that, you know,
You know, the
is
one
from
who
here.
should be here!
It's fine. If we give it enough time, he'll magically show up in the room.
It's also true.
No, shut up.
Um,
I'm not gonna shoehorn him in there.
I have to be totally honest. That
Can
would
I
have just been like,
investigate the statue already.
No.
I want to investigate the statue.
So you're just gonna walk bold as brass all the way through the fucking... Alright,
Yes,
I'm sneaking
I'm
behind
tired
you.
of this shit.
I'm with Orlaith.
I'm letting you two go. I'll stay like 40 feet behind him and like slowly sneak
All right.
as they
Do I make it to the statue without blowing up?
Yeah, nothing happens.
I'm going to investigate the statue.
Oh, go ahead and move your character up there.
Oh, fuck.
What did you do?
Get garbage. That's a 6.
Okay, I'll say 40 feet then. I'll stay in this room. Ooh, oh, damn it. Wrong
All
thing.
right. You have.
Did you move me?
Yeah, you're moved.
Oh.
You're up at the top now, by the statue.
Alright, I will move.
I kind of almost want pizza.
Oh, there's actually there's one slice in the fridge.
I don't think I don't know. I feel bad about taking a pizza and your soda.
That's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay. What did you roll in your investigation?
What did you roll?
5, 6.
You determine as a statue you are completely unfamiliar with ancient Besht ritualistic practices. You have no idea what is going on here. Give me a perception check.
Me?
Yeah.
Me too, because I'm constantly looking
Terrible.
at this asshole.
All right. Give me a perception check. And you can also give me a perception check as well.
So it's 14.
14.
23.
Yes!
Tell me what I see with my eyes.
You don't see
Your
anything, but
special
you
eyes.
hear something. Precise stifled breathing. Like
What?
someone is strategically trying to breathe whenever you people are making noise, and they.
Stop.
What direction did you hear that from?
What direction did I hear it from?
Wait, you're saying aloud what direction?
Well, this is what I said. This is all I said, right? Because you haven't like realized that I realized this, right?
that's
I
true.
said,
You just said
I said stop, and I then I guess point.
You point into the room with the statue.
Am I able to visualize the space?
You could tell that it is somewhere in that room. You can't pin it down.
Okay, so it would not be viable for the target of command.
No.
Okay.
Hmm.
And I'm in that room right now.
Yep.
Yes.
Uh,
There's like blood gurgling in there out of
oh.
the fountains, so it threw you off a little bit. Go ahead.
If you're in the room, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Can I roll back what I said then?
What?
Swing, Orlaith. Swing.
You want to make an attack?
Fuck, what am I making an attack at?
No, just like in signs. Just swing.
Okay. I'll do it. I'll just do a spin and make a sweeping attack
a
behind
cleave.
Here, wait 1 second. I have to double check here and see if it.
Let's see. Oh, that's not that great.
Yeah, no.
I want to see.
You swing and nothing happens.
Okay. 15 perception. Are any of the statues noticeably moving, fidgeting, breathing in any way, shape, or form?
They are not. Roll initiative.
me. Well, he's invisible. That's great.
That's how he does it. Annoying.
Okay, that's actually really good. All right.
get?
17.
Something. Natural 20.
Oh,
Hey.
nice.
You get advantage on your first attack.
Nice.
What's your total?
23.
25. Plus 10.
Fucking trash.
Oh shit. Did you keep the trash with you?
I have not cut it off myself yet. No.
I guess.
Can you just like throw like a bunch
Oh,
of trash
definitely.
around the room, see if it
Probably
falls
when
on
you do
things?
that, yeah.
Sorry.
Alright, go ahead and go over to the combat counter and roll your initiative.
Oh, so that we can switch it.
Oh,
That's
typical.
actually not terrible. I mean, that's not what it was. It's a 25, but it's pretty close.
Yeah, that's fine. You're still on top. So.
Yeah, hold on.
I got a 17.
I don't think...
You got a 17?
Yeah.
That's actually really close, too. It's an 18.
But we just rolled it live.
We're like
I know, but it's just funny that the numbers are being that close. Just roll it so that he can change it.
Oh,
basically.
got it. Okay.
Alright, so what did you get?
I got a 5 on there.
Well, you got a nat 20.
But I got a nat. I got a
so
nat
23
Yeah.
for them, and then a 25 for me.
So
Plus 10.
when I fought an Oni, we were level 6 characters. There were 4 of us. A 5th guy, by the way, was not participating in this event because
Okay.
he was quote unquote getting a lot of sexy women on a boat trip.
Oh,
Not like a real life thing in the D&D
In the game.
Oh,
game.
God.
that's really funny.
And-
I thought he was like IRL doing it. I'm like, okay.
No. He's in the game. His character is organizing a boat trip as we decide to investigate rumors that we heard several sessions ago about a disappearance that probably not related to the main plot that I'd heard a while ago was like a side quest thing. We were like, yeah, let's do side quests, and then side quest turned to bro quest, and so we're on the bro quest. There's this door that we can't open, and we try to open it because it's like barred, and that alerts people inside. We know there's some goblins inside, right? And we think, okay, yeah. I mean, we heard this quest when I was level 3. We're currently level 6, so I assume this is a level 3 type quest that we're doing, right? But the DM, like, oblivion us and power scaled it to being a level 6
Oh,
quest.
jeez.
And so we came in with different expectations, thinking that we would cakewalk this,
Shit.
which was part of my pitch for the bro quest.
Alright. So,
There were 2 Onis on the ceiling, invisible. We go in, first round of combat, held actions go off at end of combat, we get double cone colded.
Oh, shit.
And that was the cruelest thing that's ever happened to me, I think.
I may or may not be thinking of something similar to that. Myro, it is your turn. What do you want to do, my dear?
I mean, I'm already stealthed, right?
Yeah, technically, I guess.
I mean, it would need to roll a perception against, what was it, the 27?
I know, but you're not invisible. You're like, if you like get within his line of sight, he can see you. Unless you're like, yeah, I know you're.
Well,
hidden
no,
right
I'm
now.
hiding behind the wall right now. I'm not in the room.
Yeah, right now I can tell you he cannot see you. 'cause you're
Okay,
not in line.
cool. I'm going to do I'm just going to hold my action, and if he appears, I am going to attack.
Okay. All right, and Orla, what do you want to do?
I want to back up to the pedestal, where the statue is, and then
Yeah.
I just want to. What?
Technically, you left his range.
Oh, cool.
Oh, all right. So,
He
Do
does
they
have
appear?
reach.
Yeah.
So what I want to do with my action is cut the rope tying the bag to me,
Okay.
slit the bag enough,
Yeah.
and sling it to try to throw material.
In front of you, behind you, left or right?
Well, I backed up so I could get as much range in front of me as I could.
So in front.
So in front of me, yeah.
In front of you. Okay. So you're gonna do it in like a cone. So how far back are you going?
I'm gonna back up
Move
as far as I
yourself.
can. Yeah. Is this just a small dais, or is that set higher?
It's probably just like a half foot off the ground.
Okay, I'm gonna get as close as I can to the statue then,
and then
and then
go towards the statue or towards the
towards
entrance?
where you guys are, towards the entrance of the room. Because I swung around with the sword, and now I'm facing behind.
Gotcha. So a cone towards the front.
All right. So I'm gonna. Does that sound reasonable about the range?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
All right. Perfect. You go ahead and do that, and there is nothing within that range. The garbage does not impact anything.
Wish we had fairy fire.
Yeah, that would-
Really wish we had specifically fairy fire.
Yeah. Let's see. What can I? There's no reason to use that. The bonus action ability. I think that's my turn.
I forgot gotta really use these spell slots smart.
I mean,
Oh,
detect
yeah,
magic
bonus
would be so helpful too, just to see the
Yeah,
guy.
that's true. Yeah. Not gonna bonus action anything, Orla.
Um.
Not gonna get really, really mad.
Well, not yet because I can't use it to attack yet.
Yeah, that's true. Then it'll end.
And it'll end if I don't hit something next turn.
Or
so
if you
I'm
don't
not gonna
get,
waste
or
it.
if you
Or
don't
you
get
don't get
hit.
hit. And reasonably,
Odds are
it's gonna try to hit you.
you're
Yeah,
gonna be
you will
on part of
probably
the
get hit.
ASL challenge in a second.
All right.
I don't know
Yeah,
if
right.
rage impacts cold damage for you. Probably
it doesn't.
not.
It doesn't.
So maybe don't.
Bonus action doesn't. So, yeah, I'm gonna wait to rage.
Okay.
This seems fine because I assume we're going to ASL town.
Okay. It is now Eiffel's turn. What would you like to do, Eiffel?
You're out of the room with me, but you're like in the doorway, so it could clearly see you.
None of the squares, right, were impacted by the garbage spray.
Correct.
Got it.
The square immediately.
That's where the garbage hit.
Okay. The square that's like between the two things on the left. If you move your
This?
counter, go up,
Right here.
go up one. That square.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast spiritual weapon and make an attack there.
Okay. It's so here, Ian. Do you see where my
Yeah, I see it right
cursor
there.
is? Yeah.
Here, 1 second. I have to Google something here. Pretty sweet.
If it is in that square, then I make an attack roll disadvantage. If it isn't, then it fails. But you can frame it as make an attack roll disadvantage to maintain in case it's a low number, right? That
Well,
no hits happen.
I'll be real with you, dog. You're lucky and you spawned it right where he was. So.
It's an attack roll with disadvantage.
Yeah, I didn't move him. And yeah,
13.
congrats.
That probably hits. Shit.
Yeah.
Fucking Jesus
There you
Christ.
go.
What you got?
What's a 13 plus what?
It's what was a 19 plus? Well,
no, there's
13.
disadvantage.
Yeah,
13
that's
plus.
why. My wisdom 5 plus 2. Yeah.
Nice.
You hit him. All right. Go
Okay.
ahead and roll.
Does he appear?
I think so. I think
He
it's
took damage. He
Shot
does a
in the face
con
immediately
save.
afterwards.
He does a con save.
Nice.
For
Oh yeah, not
7
by
damage.
virtue of the invisibility. So what do we have for the DC for the con save?
it's 10. 10.
Wait, so
Oh, is
Well,
He has to
yeah,
make it.
just to maintain the invisibility.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, he got a 10.
Well, he passes. He's
yeah,
there.
So he's still invisible.
But I assume it visibly impacted something when it's.
Yeah, you saw a little slash. So go ahead.
There.
Give me your damage.
It was 7.
7.
Yeah.
7 points of damage.
Can I run up to that spot and be behind him?
Technically, yeah. You get a reasonable grasp of where he is. It's still going to be a disadvantage, but you vaguely know where he is.
Well, it'll be a disadvantage because invisibility,
Yeah.
just as a thing.
Alright, so yeah, you're more than welcome to do that. I'll move your guy up there.
And I'm just mostly want to be behind them for purposes of minimizing ice coniness.
so
if that looks, I don't have the screen. If that looks like a terrible idea relative to where Orlaith is, tell me and I'll just do different.
wait, why are there two?
Spiritual weapon.
One of them's
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't have a token for it, so I just make a copy of it.
Okay, so there's spiritual weapon in front, spiritual weapon behind. All right.
It's about the
He's
right
in
place
front,
to be.
spiritual weapon's behind.
Oh,
To keep-
okay.
to make-
It is now the Oni's turn.
I still have an action.
Oh shit. Oh yeah, that's true. Bonus action. Go ahead.
Can I make like a sacred flame save? I don't know.
You need to be able
Does-
to see it.
do I-
Say
for
C.
those kind of
Is that C?
I got it.
It's a okay.
Yeah, yeah, C.
I'm gonna swing my Macy mace.
There you go.
Alright, go ahead. Do it with
16.
disadvantage.
Natural 1.
Yeah, no.
Because
Wow.
of disadvantage.
Alright.
Alright, that's my turn.
But
Okay.
wait, there's obviously swinging at one particular spot. I'm gonna take a shot at that spot.
Okay.
And I'm. Let's see.
Is there anything you can do to get rid of the disadvantage?
That's what I'm trying to look at. Give me a second.
You might actually kill him.
I'm surprised I fucking blind guessed him.
I know, because I put him right there, and then when Orla did their cone, I was like, oh crap, the cone's probably gonna get him. But nah, he was 5 feet.
I just looked at it and was like, well, if I was putting it, I'd want it to look pretty when I put it, and behind the 2 pillars looks kind of... It's nice.
Get out of my head. He was originally in front, but I didn't move out of the way when you walked up, and then he moved to the left. Anything you got?
No, I don't think so. I'm trying to see. No, I do not. Alright, so, wait. No, yeah, no. Alright, so that's a 19 and an 18. Ha!
Oh, you hit him, so roll the damage.
Alright,
What do we got here?
I
Remember, you get to roll twice.
Oh, I lots of things are about to happen, actually.
You cannot add sneak attack to this.
I'm not a rogue.
Okay.
It's just for his downtime activity.
You're a dex lock. You just acts like a rogue. I
Yes,
forget that. I'm
100%.
sorry.
No, you're good. Okay, so 2, that's 1, 2, 10, 2, 4. Blah, blah, blah. This is no. That's it. No, yeah, that is a 10. This is the right one. Okay, so that's a 9 plus my dex. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14. Ah! Shit falls.
What'd you get?
15, garbage. 17. And then let me read my effects real quick because I didn't use power shot, but that's okay. What was it? Was it ambusher or skulker? No, ambusher. You can roll your weapon. Oh, actually, okay. So I can just do this. Let's go here. Ooh, that's 10. And then 3. So 3, 4, 5. Because of ambusher, I get to roll my weapon. Wait, so I get to roll it 3 times.
Go ahead.
Or how? What did my journal thing say again? Shit. How did that work? And take the higher number. Okay, so I can do that again one more time. No, that's lower. All right, so that's 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. It's not a crit. Ooh, I'll just do. Or no, I got maximum. Nah, no. So yeah, that's 20 damage.
Jesus. Alright. Well, you did pretty good.
And then I am going to... Oh wait, I can't bonus action. That I have to actually use actions, I think. Hold on, let me... Likely spot, you can try to hide. Ambusher... Nope. Alright, yeah, that's all I can do.
Alright. Well, it's now the Oni's turn. The Oni is going to pop into existence, and the Oni is going to stab Eiffel twice.
Goodbye, everybody. I've got to go. Now leave this.
Does
They
a
become
16
visible, by the
hit?
way.
Does a 16 hit?
They become visible, by the way.
Yes.
Yes.
I know. They're visible now. Does a
It
16 hit?
is. I think so.
Alright, you
Wait,
take...
17!
Miss!
Oh,
Nice.
shit! I have a shield! Kathunk!
Yeah, they actually both miss. You are fucking lucky.
Nice.
Okay, the Oni is going to...
Leave me outside.
You son of a bitch. Alright, so, let me see here.
It's a big motherfucker.
There's nothing else you can fucking do except run away like a coward. So, he is going to use his movement speed, and yeah, I know he's going to take an attack of opportunity. Just go ahead and do it.
Ah!
From me or from who?
me.
From both of you.
Yeah, from both of us.
I have a mace ready.
Uh,
I don't hit, almost
hold on, I need
certainly.
to see.
What did you roll?
I can.
Yeah, I rolled a 10.
Yeah, that's a miss.
What
do you got?
Close quarter shooter. Oh, so no, I cannot. Because you can't take a ranged attack as a...
No.
Yeah, so
No.
it has to be a melee. So I stab him with the bayonet then.
I mean,
Well,
alright.
that works. Because there's a bayonet on the front of it, so that's 18 plus 5, 18, 20, 23. So that hits. It's, I think, a D6.
Give me the Carfax.
I think, let's see. Is it a D6? What is it? Yeah, D6. Right. Fuck. 5.
Oh, your spiritual weapons knock it out.
It cannot.
6, 7, 8.
Yeah, because it doesn't have a reaction.
So 10 more damage.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna leave him at that then. Okay, it is the end of the Oni's turn. You see him, some of the wounds on his body begin to heal. And Myro
I
is
just
giant.
realized
Hmm?
I can use Mighty to dual wield longswords.
Oh my god.
Would you rather roll 2d10s as opposed to a d12?
I'm using greatsword, so I'm rolling 2d6.
Can you
But
can
I
you wield 2? Okay.
So with Mighty, it says I can. I'm sorry. This is a conversation for another time.
Yeah, Myro, what do you want to do?
Remind
it's
me
my
of this
turn
at the end
again?
of the session.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
The Oni goes last.
It's within my... fuck. I can attack it because I don't take disadvantage, but if I move, it's going to bop me in the face.
This would be the show, you see.
So I'm just going to shoot it in the face. 'Cause that's all I can do. I think. Let me make sure real quick. Oh, wait. What is this? What did I do with this again? Dash action. Oh! Okay. So what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to use my Never Get Caught from the Volduke.
Okay.
I'm going to take the dash action as a bonus action, and I am immune to attacks of opportunity.
Oh shit, look at you.
So I am going to bolt the fuck in here,
Alright.
and then shoot this asshole. Actually, I'm going to go all the way the fuck back here for now.
You son of a bitch.
No, thank you. Because that's... Wait, let me make...
Just out of curiosity, is he only 30 feet away from my spiritual weapon now?
Let me double check.
Oh, wait, I can only go
You
to
can only move
here.
20 with those.
Let me move it 20.
Yeah. He's 25 feet away.
Alright, so... Oh, wait, no, I can walk 40. So, yeah, I'm all
I'll
the way
read the
fuck
text.
back here then, right? Where's 40? Yeah, okay. And then... Fucking shit.
What'd you get?
I don't know. I'm going to have to re-roll because it went underneath my left. Okay, so that's 14 plus... What's the plus? 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21.
So you did. You.
No. 21 to hit.
Yeah, you hit.
Okay. That's okay, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Another 18 damage.
Okay.
Do I have any bonus action things? Oh, can I retcon that a little bit? And do Hex first?
Gotta do it next time.
Alright, that's fine.
Would you like to cast Hex now?
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and cast Hex now then.
Yeah, that's fine.
Clickety.
Advantage on dexterity stealth
Cast.
checks.
Yeah, because what is it? Let's see. Choose one ability when you cast. Why Dex? Do you have spells?
Just stealth in case he tries to be a sneaky boy. Alternatively, strength is athletics and grappling.
Yeah.
I don't
Which,
know if
I
they
mean, he's
can do
probably huge.
counter spells or things like that, but that would be intelligence. And then con, there's nothing.
Oh my god, what did I just do? I'm sorry, Ian.
Oh, that was me. Ignore me.
Okay.
I may or may not be doing the thing. Just ignore me.
Yeah, we're about to get cone of cold.
What about a cone?
That's all right.
Because
I've
we're
still got a
all
turn.
within the cone.
Yeah.
I've still got a turn.
da-da-da-da-da-da.
I'm going to do something wild with it.
Also, he is bloody.
Nice.
He's about to
Not
be dead.
thanks to me. Well, a little bit. I found him, but I can't do shit.
It's either wisdom or charisma. Those are the two highest saves usually, and casting abilities. Alright, I'm
That'd
gonna
be 15.
odds of 1. Oh, nice. Okay, so charisma. I'm gonna say charisma. Charisma checks get whatever the fuck.
Alright,
that
disadvantage.
does. Disadvantage on ability checks made with charisma.
Alright, anything else, Myra?
No, that is all I can do.
Orla, what would you like to do?
Okay, tell me if, and I think I have to maneuver myself a little bit to make this work, and maybe I'm just being dumb,
What?
but I can use Charger if I move a little bit to the wall, push off the wall, and dash at him. That should give me enough length to have to use the dash action. Which, okay, when you use your action to dash, you can use a bonus action to make one melee attack or shove a creature.
Yeah.
If you move at least 15 feet in a straight line immediately before taking this bonus action, you gain a +5 to the attack.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't have to do anything other than just say, I'm using the dash action. You would have movement afterwards, so you could dash around.
Oh, I can.
him.
Okay, yeah, right. I don't have to. I don't
Afterwards.
have my move. Use my move.
Yeah,
he's
you just
30
have to have
feet away,
15.
so you just have to
I
move
see what you
15,
mean.
and then you do it, then you dash.
I thought.
Yes,
I
and then
thought
you-
that.
like,
I
after you
thought that
hit, you
expending
can
your
move around.
movement was required to use.
No,
the
you
dash.
don't have to use your full
Okay,
movement.
cool. So I'm going to use the dash action to dash up to him.
Alright, and you get your
Charge
plus
him.
5.
Go for it.
Is that to damage or to hit?
I am going to charge up to him and then hit him. I'm not trying to shove him. I want to hit him.
Alright, roll.
Also,
Yeah.
It's
We'll
plus
see
to
if
the
I
damage
hit.
roll. It's a +5 to the damage roll.
Oh, okay, so just whatever you roll to hit.
yes, it's just that yes. Oh, to the damage roll, not the attack.
Yeah, not the
I'm not
attack
getting an
roll.
advantage. Okay, then I don't fucking need to do that.
Yeah.
My bad. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was to the attack, not the damage.
No, it's to the damage.
Bonus action in that case. I'm just gonna bonus action rage.
Okay. I thought you raged previously.
I did not.
Nope.
Oh, okay. Alright, so you're gonna rage and you're gonna run up to him.
And I'm gonna run up to him and I'm going to make a reckless attack.
There you go.
Advantage, do it.
Natural
Nat
20.
20.
No way.
Natural 20.
Boom!
Well,
First roll.
max base, roll secondary.
So roll
okay, so
2 more d6. So you have 12
so
plus 2
12
d6.
plus 2d6.
So just roll the
Okay,
2d6.
I'm also going to use goading attack.
Alright.
Is there a way I can angle myself so the goading attack, if he does the cone, it will hit fewer people?
Yeah, if you want to move them, yeah. You're welcome to.
Got 40 feet. I think I'm probably going to move. Damn it. How do I do that? Click. Like here? To try to turn him towards me?
Okay.
Oh, goading attack just means it so that he
They
has
have
to
to
only
attack
attack
you.
you. It doesn't move him.
Yeah, but they would.
That's fine.
So
I'm trying
they
to get him
turn,
to face away from me so the cone is maybe blocked by
but
either.
They could also just smack you instead of using the cone next.
That's fine.
Alright, go ahead.
Well, let me put it this way: Kona Cold, on a very lucky roll from Ian, could knock me out.
Okay, 12 plus 10, 22 damage.
Nice.
Damage.
No. Plus your strength.
Plus, yeah.
Just plus your proficiency, so it'd be 2.
So 5, 6, 7 plus 7.
Plus
so 27.
strength is plus 5, so yeah, 27.
27.
And by proficiency, you meant the rage damage, I assume.
Yeah.
29.
You don't
Yeah, I do it even. I do proficiency instead of rage because it's like slightly off for it. And
Okay,
it's
yeah,
easier math.
So that would make
So,
it.
yeah.
So we're just got plus 2.
It's 27.
So it's,
No. It's 27 because you don't add
you
your
add rage damage.
Yeah. That's the 27 is the rage damage. You don't add your proficiency bonus normally to hits.
I didn't add
Like
my
to the
strength
damage.
modifier to the damage of the hit yet, though.
Yeah.
No, you had 20
So
plus
what's
5
the total
plus
damage?
2.
Wait, hold.
I had 22,
Oh, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 27, 20, so 29.
so 29.
29.
Yeah,
'Cause
because
it was
12
12
plus 10
Oh,
is 22.
Yeah, that's right. So 29.
Let me reread
Nice.
the attack again.
Alright, anything else?
When I hit,
I'm just
it's
here
like
doing,
add
7
superiority
points.
die to the attack.
Raise.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
your
add superiority die too. So
which
that
is a
that's a d6.
or an 8. Is
I'll
it
double
D8
check.
or a 6?
Alright, roll
It's
it.
right here. Mark from the it's d6.
Okay, so we're rolling one more d6.
You roll a d6 plus 6 to the total. Because you didn't roll it. I counted in the crit damage. So
Oh, yeah,
that's-
you would crit that, so
That's 9 more points.
yeah.
Oh yeah. So
That
that's
is
38.
38.
Dude!
How do you want to do this?
Yes!
Fuck the shit out of it.
Dead Oni!
So I see him pop up, and I do like a stupid anime corner smirk, and I just scream and charge in one solid like Dark Souls greatsword thing through the chest.
All right.
Who's?
You cleave the creature, and you see the light depart from its eyes. As the
Who's
light,
the demon now, bitch?
as the light leaves its eyes, you see its body slump to the floor, and you see its skin, lustrous and pale and full of life, turn to clay as it slumps forward and disintegrates into motes of clay and shattered pottery shards. And you can see a small sigil on the hood over its face exude out. You see that it is an imperial sigil, and the creature slumps to the ground.
This was a golem.
Huh. In the form of an Oni. Weird. Oh shit, that means someone's controlling it.
Uh-huh. From here, probably.
Quite possibly.
And as we all know, golems can turn into slime that's acidic for grapes. I don't know.
No,
Onis have gaseous form,
Yeah.
and I was just signaling that it could turn into a gaseous form.
But here's the
I
thing.
knew that as me.
Oh, quick thing. It's like 10 o'clock. Let's just do the exit narration here. There's a fair amount of items and things that are in here. Let's do a couple of quick investigation checks to kind of peruse. I will give you the kind of quick lowdown on the lore here, because canonically the Tontine allows you to understand these things more efficiently than other things.
10.
Okay.
17.
12. You said perception?
Yeah, or Arcana.
Oh, so
15.
Yeah, you can do Arcana.
Okay.
Yeah. And you can do Perception, Investigation.
Now my brain is one. My brain thought that was so. That was 7 plus 14.
Okay, so you have 14.
Yeah, 14 total.
Okay.
15 for me.
Okay. For the Arcana check, you deduce that the creature is a kind of Besht golem. You can tell that the rites and magic on it are pretty old. You can tell that it was down here in stasis. The blood in here looks fresh. Give me a nature check, actually, with advantage on the blood.
Briefly, can we title the episode "Some Things Besht Left Unsaid"?
Oh.
Yes! I'm writing it down right now. That's what I'm calling this episode.
God damn it.
We all take 4 psychic damage.
Alright, what are we? You said nature? Who's making that check?
Anyone.
You said nature though, right?
Yeah. If you want to do nature, you can. If you want to determine garbage.
11.
Okay.
I just would like to know I have expertise in nature.
You should be doing it then!
Yeah,
I said anyone can do it, just roll!
Eifel's entire shtick is being brain boys, so, like, if it's religion, arcana, or nature, he's fucking good at it. Go ahead. What do we got here?
Garbage!
Oh, it's pretty bad. It's
Garbage!
I think that's a 9.
You determine that it is blood. As you glance around, you see the statue is of perhaps some kind of famous Besht cleric or master of the arcane that you cannot identify. You're looking at the blood and the sigils and everything. It looks like some recent event has caused the blood to flow in here, which activated this golem, which is apparently something they perhaps cobbled up as a guerrilla tactic in the ages of yore to fight the Marzak who are invading. So you can tell that this seems to be some kind of happenstance. But you don't know. You wonder how the blood got here, and you wonder why this remained undiscovered for so long, and things of that nature. You can tell that there's other items and artifacts kind of lying around.
Yeah, what are they?
Alright. Let me show you.
Give us the things.
You got a 17, right?
Yeah, I did.
Yes.
Okay. All of the books are in Besht. They're all in Imperial. So you have no idea
We'll
what the
wait for Ken.
Yep. This is basically Ken going.
And Ken's just emerges from the shadows. Well, it seems you solved my trap.
Actually, that would
3 shots to
You
the
are
face.
worthy of my partnership now.
Tink, tink, tink.
Actually, I know exactly how to shoehorn him into the scene. We're going to close it off here. We're going to have a kind of investigation occurring. We can read over the texts and translate them. Congratulations on solving your first monster of the week.
Woo.
I will be catching you all in 2 weeks. I will inform you.
Are we meeting next week?
We will be meeting on the 25th for this game. But next week we'll be meeting to do our 8 men's one. Alright, thank you everyone. We are now going to be calling this episode Some Things Besht Left Unsaid. I will catch you all on July 25th, 2021. Congrats everybody.